Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the East Kentucky Sports Network. We are here next to the riverbank at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex here in beautiful Jackson, Kentucky for Perry Central versus Breathitt County. I'm Nathan Little here with Coach Randy Napier. And, Coach, one of my favorite Meatloaf songs starts out with "It was a hot summer night," and that's kind of where we're at right here.
Yeah, that's right on target, man. It is. It's hot and humid here on the riverbank.
Absolutely, and this is a big game here. Both of these teams, I mean, we're being honest, both these teams kind of got embarrassed last week. You know?
Yeah, and I was thinking about that on the way in. Both of these teams are they got some pride about them. You know, they got kids that feel like they're much better than they played last week. Both teams, and they're gonna want to turn things around in a hurry. This is a big game, and you know as well as I do. These guys know each other real well. A lot of history. They grow up playing middle school ball against each other year in and year out. They grow up competing against each other, and we've had a history as well of some Perry County kids ending up playing for Breathitt, and some Breathitt County kids are right now playing for Perry. They just circumstances cause things like that to happen, and it adds to the drama of the game. And this is one of those nights when it won't surprise me if things get chippy.
Oh, it's going to be a good one here tonight, and I feel like both teams have a little something to prove after last week. Somerset beat Perry Central running clock fashion. Breathitt County lost by 30, but there's a chance that could have been running clock too, depending on when it happened. I'm not for sure though.
I'm not either. Yeah, I know. But
I was obviously on the air for the other game, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But either way it goes,
blowout losses for both teams, and that's not the way they want to start the season. You know, you go back a year. It was we had a strange night at Perry Central last year when the Breathitt and Perry Central game was played. I don't know if you remember, we had a weather delay of forever.
Oh yeah, in the middle of the game, right?
Forever.
Yeah.
And ended up a late night, and I think the fog came rolling in at the end, and it was one of those.
It was a 2-point game too. It was a close one right down the last minute. Both of these teams are in different situations when it comes to who they lost last year. Breathitt starting a freshman quarterback, but he had a couple touchdowns against Belfry last week, 130 some yards if I remember right. Perry Central starting a new quarterback who's a junior who transferred from Breathitt.
Right.
This is and Perry Central basically.
He's a talented kid, not had a lot of snaps at the varsity level, and it's different. It's different when you step into that.
And he's had two testy road games to start off his career. You know, Somerset last week, the Bunnies, the Briar Jumpers, they were out for blood. The young man, he didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? But he had to stand there and take it.
Yeah.
And Breathitt County, this is one of the rivalry. I mean, and even going into basketball right now, I think Breathitt Perry is as hot of a rivalry as any two teams around right now.
Very well may be. I mean, because you know they're the teams that have been winning regional championships. And,
the last three have gone all that way.
You know, the rivalry's naturally there, but it's always been there anyway.
Oh, I remember when I was in high school, and I'm dating myself here, but at least I'm the youngest guy on the crew here today, and except for Robbie out there. But I can remember we had.
You didn't have to say that.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, you're retired. You're retired. Everybody knows. When I was in school at Perry Central, we had Chase Fugit went from Perry to Breathitt, and then took his whole family with him. Had a pretty good little brother who played running back, Channing Fugit. I'm sure everybody remembers that.
Oh yes.
We had Justin Lamb, who transferred over to Breathitt County. I can remember coming back playing basketball, him shooting free throws while the fans chant "Traitor, traitor." Yeah. You know, like this has been a hot one for some decades.
So many of those games, you know, and I can remember when Channing was a Mr. Football candidate, and Matthew Robinson came to town down here, and it was something to behold watching those two go at each other.
Channing played basically every down of that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they were calling timeouts at the end of the game just to get him some water and a breather because he was doing everything. He was in the defense. He was playing offense. And maybe if Matt was a senior at the time, that was what Matt had to do his senior year. He started playing running back. And
I remember Matt was just stalking him that night. It was I almost felt for him because when Matt Robinson was after you, you were an endangered species.
And that game, little trivia for you folks here. That game, and I think it was 2009, maybe 2008 or 2009. Somebody go to the old Ryherd's scoreboard before they take it away from us.
Yeah.
And that is the first time that Perry Central beat Breathitt County in the school's history. Burt Brown was the coach. It happened here on the riverbank, and I think Breathitt County started with a lead. Perry comes back and then ends up winning comfortably when all was said and done.
Yeah, that was a heck of a game. I remember that night too.
But Breathitt was 3-0 against Perry Central at that time. Coming into this game, the record for now, the Bobcats, 3-10. They've lost 10 straight.
Yeah.
And they've been, some of those have been kind of blowouts, but it's gotten closer and closer these last few years.
Yeah.
And it's got to the point where, it's not you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen.
You don't, and you've got a storied program here. You're playing on Mike Holcomb Field,
with him on the sideline,
with him back on the sideline, playing for a former player, Kyle Moore, who is the son of legendary girls basketball coach Peggy Gay Moore, and just so much history here at this field. And at this complex, in particular, going against Perry County.
Absolutely. It's I think we're in for a good one here tonight, and we're going to see some fireworks. Going to hear the cannon roar a few times. Going to be a good game.
On top of that, I didn't even mention Perry Central's former football coach, Justin Haddix, played right here, played his high school ball here, and then he went on to Western Kentucky. And I'm actually wearing my Western Kentucky Keeneland hat tonight in his honor. But now he's 4-time state champion, working on 5, and he's a Breathitt County Bobcat and a Perry Central Commodore. So so much history in this rivalry.
It's incredible, and and Peggy played her high school days over in Perry County, right?
At Buckhorn, yeah.
So it's a. All the way around, we couldn't pick a single storyline coming into this game other than the fact that it is Perry, it is Breathitt, and they're going to kick it off tonight here at 7:30, folks. We're going to take our first break of the night, come back. We're going to try to wipe some sweat off and get back into this. But we got Perry Central taking on the Breathitt County Bobcats on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hayden.
Mine Service Company, a trusted name for quality mine supplies, is happy to announce the opening of their new hydraulic hose division. Now, you won't have to travel abroad to get hoses and fittings. Located on Highway 15 South, on Willie's Way, across from Applebee's in Hazard. Everything you'll need to get up and running. They even have hoses and fittings for Cat, Volvo, and Komatsu heavy equipment. Trusted for over 100 years in the mining industry. And now bringing you quality products in their new hydraulic hose division in Hazard. Mine Service Company.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, you know, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
Okay, Rewards Bot. How much should people earn with free Kasasa Cash checking?
5% APY on balances as high as $25,000.
Every month you qualify? That's so high.
5% APY. 5% APY.
Rewards Bot has gone rogue. Free checking, cash rewards. Ask for Kasasa Cash. It's our superpower.
Learn more about Kasasa at People's Bank and Trust Company in Hazard.
APY equals annual percentage yield. Qualifications, rules, limitations apply. Rates and rewards vary by account balance and qualification status. Contact institution for details. Member FDIC.
Have you been injured in an automobile wreck? You need to call the car wreck professionals at the Law Office of David A. Johnson, where attorneys David A. Johnson, Justin Noble, and Michael Johnson are ready to fight for you to get you the money you deserve. The Law Office of David A. Johnson is located at 461 Main Street in Hazard, on the web at davidajohnsonlaw.com, and on Facebook. Call 435-1552. That's 435-1552. This is an advertisement.
The biggest sale of the year is going on now at Kimber Furniture. It's our Labor Day sale at Kimber's. On top of super low sale prices store-wide, get up to 3 full years to pay, 36 months, same as cash interest free. Or Kimber will give you an extra 10% off the lowest marked sale price on everything you buy and pay your sales tax too. Either way, you're going to save big at Kimber's in Hazard, where we know furniture.
We're back, and national anthem taken care of wonderfully here by the BREATHITT County singer, and got 10 minutes here until we kick this one off, Coach. And it's been this has been one that these teams have looked forward to for a while. They picked this rivalry back up in 2008, 2009, played it for several years, then took some time off.
Right.
And then now it's back. And the way they do games in Kentucky contracts, typically football are on like a 2-year basis. So
they are.
I think this is one that's a good one to renew. You can tell here the fans are out in full force for the Bobcats, and it's the same way over at Perry Central. So this is, biggest gate, shortest drive, and I'd like to see this one keep going. Well,
and you get a lot of Perry County people here. This is the Honey Festival's going on.
Oh yeah,
and everybody, from BREATHITT County, and a lot of people from Perry County go downtown and enjoy the festivities. And Honey Festival's kind of fun. This time of year, festivals start kicking off, and people make the rounds. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of Perry Countyans in the streets of Jackson tonight.
Oh, absolutely. This time of year, it's and it's a holiday weekend this year. Here on Labor Day weekend, look, it seems like there's a festival every week, and a lot of teams. Johnson, they have the Apple Bowl over there in that area.
Right. Yeah.
Used to have the Black Gold Bowl in Perry County. That's not a thing anymore.
Right.
I was going over some Black Gold Bowl history the other day. And maybe you can. I'm going to ask this one live on the air. There was a 2-year stint where the Black Gold Bowl did not feature Perry Central versus Hazard. They played it the first game of the year and called it the Hall of Fame Bowl. And then the first year Hazard played not for the Black Gold Bowl. The second year Perry played not for the Black Gold Bowl.
Right, I wouldn't have remembered that. But you're right. Yeah,
of course I'm right, but I want to know why. Do you? You would have been.
I think
in on it at the time.
Here's what I think. That was during some of the years when relationships were not going well between the two school systems anyway. And I think there was difference of opinion on who ought to play when and all that. And they ended up just parting company, and then got back together for a little while. I think after that, did they?
Yeah.
And then officially broke up a few years later, and have not. I think they argued back and forth so long that they got tired of it and said, "Heck, let's just don't play." And a lot of people want that game to be revived. I'm not so sure it's healthy, to be honest.
Hard to tell. I mean, like the BREATHITT Perry rivalry that we're watching play out, it's been more healthy. You know what I mean?
It has.
You've not seen any school buses have their brake lines.
Right. I mean,
I say that, and I think that happened once. If I'm not mistaken, there was a bus. Field house spray painted with some graffiti.
I know Perry Central had a coach once upon a time that really a football coach that really incited the Hazard people a little bit more, and he's no longer there. But at the same time, both schools have had their moments when they didn't behave as well as they should have, so they've parted company, and both of them it don't seem to have bothered either one of them. Footballers went on.
You know, the most testy rivalry around here, any sport, any two teams, I swear, it's Perry Hazard boys soccer.
Oh gosh, yeah.
They called that game early the other night.
Yeah,
they shut it down early.
When Perry Hazard plays soccer, they're mad when they get out of the car.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you guys are ever looking for a hot ticket, and I mean the Black Gold Cup is coming up. Let me tell you, it's worth the price of entry.
It's got a little bit of a WWE vibe to it.
It's interesting.
They don't get along.
But out here, I mean, the pageantry of the Honey Bowl here as we're getting ready for the captain's meeting. Well, I think we're getting ready for the captain's meeting. I think BREATHITT County's got they're getting ready for the spirit line out here with the cheerleaders. I mean, it's a good vibe tonight.
It is.
And I made sure to get here early for a parking spot.
I tell you, that was a wise thing because now with the construction going on the road out there and the festival and all that stuff, and then Perry and BREATHITT playing each other, at 6:15 it was starting to fill up in a hurry.
Okay,
but I think all of our fans are going to stay tuned in to see if we are able to make it through the game with our shirts on.
I can promise you, if there was ever a game that it's going to happen, it's going to be tonight. Not just because of the heat, because it
is.
I might pop out a little chest hair for y'all here tonight because it's getting there.
So if anybody looks up here and they don't see the old T-shirt on, it's not out of vanity. We are just too hot.
The captain's meeting underway, getting some last instructions from the officials before the teams go their ways, get some final coaching before they get this thing started. Let's go ahead and take our last pregame break. When we come back, we will almost be ready to kick this one off. It is BREATHITT County taking on Perry Central on the Riverbank here on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Did something recently change with your pharmacy? Or are you unsatisfied with your pharmacy service? Consider switching to RX Discount Pharmacy on Morton Boulevard in Hazard. RX Discount Pharmacy offers convenience items, drive-through delivery, compound medication, and more. RX Discount Pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for more than 30 years, and they don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. So choose a name you know and can trust at RX Discount Pharmacy.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl, waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
The Hazard ARH Orthopedic Team offers a full range of services to diagnose, treat, and repair bones, joints, and connective tissue. From non-surgical treatments to surgical options, including total joint replacement. At ARH, our goal is to help you return to a full and active lifestyle or work with you to develop strategies to improve your health. Don't let your bone or joint issues hold you back. Contact the Hazard ARH Orthopedic Team at 606-487-7649 and find out what your treatment options are today. ARH, more for Appalachia.
We're back, folks, here. About a minute to go. Perry Central lining up. It looks like they are going to kick to start the game, so they'll receive for the second half. Breathitt County going to be on offense first. And I think question mark for Perry Central after last week, well, they got two big question marks because the brightest spot for their game was the kick return game.
It was.
They didn't score anything offensively all night.
Didn't get a real solid drive going.
Shut out offensively, and they gave up 40-plus points.
Yeah,
so.
But of course, I will add in there, they were playing against a pretty doggone good and motivated Somerset Brow-Jumper team. So that does matter.
Oh, yeah, and Breathitt County, they had their hand. You know, it's hard to really glean anything from a football game against Belfry. You know, because you know what they bring to the table. They are going to line it up. They're going to run it right at you.
And then they're going to do it again.
And they're going to, and when you think they're never going to throw it ever, they're going to throw it. They're going to throw it over the top.
There'll be a guy open and they'll hit him.
Yeah. So here we go. Siren sounds.
Nathan, this game has always been pretty high scoring. I don't know. I got a feeling that this may help Perry Central if they can get into a shootout situation with Breathitt, because they got to get their offense going. Here we go.
We'll find out. Going to be a little squib kick, going to hit, bounce to the 20. Breathitt picks it up. Man on his feet, still going. But going laterally, taken out. That's going to be a block in the back, too, I believe. But Perry Central still picks up the tackle, but never got the crowd gasping, but he never really got going downfield.
And it was right there in front of a host of officials. There was nowhere for him to hide. He was closing in. The blocker was closing in on the defender, and you could tell he was trying to resist hitting him, but he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was one of those things where if you can get away with it, they might break it for a touchdown.
I think they would have, because that was the only guy out there.
But did not get away. Kind of pushed him into him almost, you know. And we will see how good this Breathitt offense does. They're going to be backed up a little bit now. So they'll be at their 18-yard line. Not great field position to start the game. And the freshman, Miles Holland, quarterback number 4, going to line up in the.
They got a young running back that's I think a freshman as well. and I'll have to look for his name in a minute.
Look at the shotgun. It's going to be a sweep going
to him.
to the right side to start things off, and going to be pushed out of bounds after about 5 yards. And that's Eli Thomas, the freshman running back.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, so you've got a freshman backfield. Oh, he's going to step out, right about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up from the 23-yard line.
I know my son Seth was telling me about their quarterback and running back because he helped. Seth was one of the middle school coaches last year and is helping with the high school and the middle school this year. And he said those two freshmen are going to play a lot, and they're going to be important factors this game.
Wide receiver screen out to the left side. Nobody home on the reception.
Commodore defense stepping up early.
Yeah, that was Holland to Holland. And it's going to be stuffed out for no gain. 3rd and 5. If you're Breathitt County, this is a big third down because they're going to give them a yard. 3rd and 4. But I don't think this is a position where you go for it on,
No,
right around
you're too deep. If you don't get this 3rd down, you're probably going to have to punt it.
Do have an option to try to draw them off sides. The 5 yards will give them the first with 11 minutes here on the clock. 10 seconds on the play clock. Breathitt knows this is an important play. There's split backs out there in the shotgun. They're going to hand it off and not going to get the first. Going to be at the 26-yard line. And that sets up a 4th and 2.
First big decision time. I would be shocked if they don't punt this ball.
They're sending in a lot of subs. Yeah, 4th and 2, and honestly, it's almost 4th and 3.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, but try to draw them off sides,
I would, yeah.
Try to get them to jump, and no, they're just going to punt it away. Nearly blocked, but the Commodores going to wave it off. It bounces at the 50 and doesn't really take a good Breathitt County bounce.
Just died about the 48, yeah.
Yeah, usually you see them bounce a little further than 2 yards, but that was
that one just kind of laid there.
Hey, on the grass, you never know. You never know. And I love grass fields. Shout out to the folks here at Breathitt County because I love how they look. I love playing on them. Everything about it. Less prone to injuries, but man, they are hard to keep up.
Yeah, and as the season goes on, it's even harder.
Oh, here we go. Perry Central, the power I kind of look here. And going to be handed off. And nobody there.
Yeah.
It's going to be tackled for a loss. The Commodores.
Was that Watts?
6, yes.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on there.
And, Tate had there wasn't many bright spots last week. He was one of them. He caught a couple of balls, and then he had had 2 big kick returns. So I think he's going to get some more opportunities on offense because of that.
Yeah. They're going to actually he fell forward for a couple yards, so going to give him a gain, and then this one right into the pile. And listen to this Breathitt County crowd as another short gain for the Commodores. But I tell you, since Breathitt didn't really flip the field, they just got it to midfield. Now Commodores in Breathitt County territory. This is 3rd and 6, looks like. And
on the Breathitt County side of the field,
I would say that this may be 4-down territory for the Commodores.
Especially if they get down there 4th and 1, 4th and 2, they very well may be. And if not, they still are going to be able to punt the ball and
back them up.
More than likely keep them backed up.
If you're just joining us, folks, 9:40 to go here in the first quarter. Scoreless, Perry Central with the ball on 3rd and 6. Send a man in motion. And we'll see. I was going to say false start. They called that one kind of late. I do think there was some movement there. But I think they were going to let it go until the Breathitt County player moved. And then they decided to call it back. But that's a tough one for the Commodores.
Now you're about 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
That changes a lot of dynamics there, really.
Yeah, because I would have anticipated they're going to hand it off to Slingshot, see if he can get the first down or get close, and then you do it again. Yeah. But now you got to get a new play.
Now you got to reach into your bag of tricks here and see what you come up with.
Yeah, they got to get most of it right here, and they're going to back up, throw it to the sticks, complete, out of bounds, and that's going to be right at the sticks. Hand it to the Commodores there. I think that was Derek Fields Pretty sure-handed guy out there.
Yeah, Derek had some injuries in preseason, had a little knee problem, and he looked a little tentative last week. But I think the fear factor's gone now, and he's back ready to play. And boy, do they need him.
He's the definition of of a possession receiver. You know what I mean? Just get it to him.
He reminds me of one of those New England Patriot receivers, those little
Amendola,
guys.
Welker, those guys.
Yeah, he reminds me of that type of player.
Julian Edelman. Here we go, another handoff coming out of the backfield. The Commodores going to fall forward for a few.
Bryson Johnson, I think.
Yeah, Johnson, and we had heard that that Johnson may get a few of those this week in the tailback spot. So 2nd and 7 coming up.
He had a big game defensively last week, had about 15, 16 tackles for the Commodores. And
I think 8 solo, 8 assisted, right down the middle.
He had a big game.
So 2nd and 7 coming up from Perry Center. They are inside the Breathitt County 40-yard line. And once again, they're in this look with kind of a pistol look with a back to the left and a back behind the quarterback. And they're going to throw out of this one. Once again, to the
up the ladder a little bit there.
Sticks on the left side, but Fields is a possession receiver, but he is not Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? You can't.
He is a little vertically challenged.
Yeah, but if you hit him between the numbers, I mean, I think that's a first down.
If he gets 2 hands on it, he's catching it.
So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Commodores. 8:43 to go, first quarter. It's 0-0. But if you're Perry Central, you need yards. 3rd and long coming up. Going to be a play action rolling out. We got slingshot. Are we going to go deep? Touchdown. No, he's on the 1-yard line. 1-yard line. Derek Fields. Play action rolling out. We got slingshot. Are we going to go deep? Comes in and gets touchdown. No, he's on the 1-yard line. 1-yard line. Just gets under it, and that is a 1-yard line catch, and Perry Central.
First and goal.
Hey, look, this is how the game started last week. This is when it got off the rails. 1st and goal from the 1. Yeah. And we will see. We will see where it goes. I would imagine they are going to have this one. Oh, yeah, they got this one. You see Big Jackson Deaton coming in at fullback.
Right.
With
and we mentioned last week, last year at this time, they got Seth Jackson in the backfield. They bring in Eddington and Griffey. They got the power set, and it was almost automatic. These young guys have to grow into that role now.
Yeah, I think Perry, they had maybe an equipment issue, and they're going to have to send a player out.
Yeah, I think so.
So now they're going to restart the clock. But you've got Colin Combs out there with Jackson Deaton. And I imagine Deaton, full disclosure, that's my sister's boy. He likes violence, and he's typically out there for defense.
I bet he finds somebody to hit.
So we'll see here where we go here. This one going to be the quarterback keeper in for the touchdown. They move everybody to the left and just open up a little hole for him. So we'll see here. And that's going to be Perry Central striking first. Going to be the quarterback keeper in for the touchdown. 6-0. They move everybody to the left. Tack on an extra point.
That has to really give the young quarterback Aaron Johnson a little lift to get a big play like that and come through here in his old hometown. And putting his team ahead 6-0. That has to be a big moment for that young man.
And the big connection on the 1-yard line right before it.
Yeah,
so, Here we go, Bo Bacon out there to kick the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 7-0. 8:09 to play here in the first. Commodores lead it. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Get a new debit card in minutes with First Trust Bank's instant issue debit cards. New and existing customers can take advantage of this new service that keeps a card in your hands and will never leave you waiting 7 to 10 days for access to your account. Call or visit any of our locations to learn more about how to skip the delay and get back to business today with First Trust Bank's instant issue debit cards. First Trust Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Instant issue subject to customer eligibility requirements.
We're back as Perry Central going to kick it off to Breathitt County for the second time tonight. First time Breathitt went 3 and out. Still early in this game. If I'm the Bobcats, I'm not in panic mode. But you got to come out here and you got to get something going.
Well, they want to answer. You know that they want to answer this one and come back with a big play or two of their own. And they've got, from what I understand, they got a lot of quickness on the field, and they're capable of making big plays.
Perry Central, they're going to boot this one. It's going to hit about the 15 and caught. And here we go. We got a Bobcat on his feet out past the 50, going to run out of bounds in Commodore territory. Right around the 33-yard line. And here we go.
Big
we
return
got
there.
A Bobcat on his feet out past the 50, going to run out of bounds.
That's what the Bobcats
in Commodore
wanted.
territory.
Broke a couple tackles. Perry Central should have had him on the other side of the 50 and just did not lock him up.
Didn't get it. It's going to be 1st and 10. Apologies. The ref. That's where he was throwing it from the 32. They're going to back him up to the 40.
Yeah.
Back them up. So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
That's a good place to start a drive, though, inside the Commodore 50.
Oh, yeah, this time they don't have to worry about punting now. It's
right.
You can do what you want. It's going to be a handoff sweep going right to left and going to be run out of bounds after a short gain kind of on the near side here. We'll see where they spot it. I kind of lost it in the crowd. But
and I could remember watching the quarterback there and Thomas, the running back, last year in the middle school game against Perry Middle, and they did the same thing a lot. They like to run a lot of sweeps, get him outside, and he is a tough little runner.
Coach, they're going to say barely a half a yard here. They got got it marked just inside the 40.
Got a penalty, looks like.
Okay.
Or no? Yeah, penalty. I don't know what happened.
We'll see. It's going to be 15-yarder. My guess is going to be late hit out of bounds.
Could have been.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. Breathitt County. Their first down of the game comes via penalty. And we'll see Holland here in the shotgun. Going to be a handoff right up the middle. Nobody there. Commodores, Breathitt tries to test the teeth of that Perry Central defensive front, and nobody home, Coach.
No, not much there.
Back in split backs in the shotgun for the Breathitt County Bobcats. They got 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and the Commodores going to jump early. At least a couple of them moved early, so that's 20 yards and penalties already.
Yeah, and they don't need that. They're helping the Bobcats here at Mike Holcomb Complex, and they don't need to do that.
Here we are, 7:19 to go in the first quarter. It's 2nd and 5 for Breathitt County off
right
of
at the
20-yard line. So they are in position where the whole playbook's an option, but they're back in that 3 wide receiver, 2 back set. Going to be play action. Going to try to go over the top, just outside the outstretched hands of the Bobcat receiver over the middle.
And he was open. He had got the step on his defender there and was in pretty good shape. Just a little too tall for him.
Yep, the Commodores kind of bailed out as the young freshman could have had his 3rd career touchdown here at the complex, but that one just sailed it. We're talking a foot, just a foot too long.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad pass. It was just a little long.
3rd and 5 coming up, and I feel like this one is 4 down territory.
I do too.
Same position, same formation. 5 yards to go, 3rd down.
They changed the play at the line of scrimmage there.
And they move the slot receiver into the tight end's position. They're going to hand it off to the freshman running back.
Nothing there.
No dice. Going to maybe get a yard, though, a yard or two. It's going to bring up 4th down and a manageable 4th down.
Talk about 4th and 3 or 4, maybe.
Yeah.
Now they're moving the change. Looks like 4th and 3, maybe.
Yeah. 4th and 3 looks to be the case.
Big play time.
Yeah.
Big play time.
And you've got the opportunity to try to draw the Commodores offside. See if they can.
It makes it tough on the defense at a time like that because you want
a good jump.
Yeah, you do, and it's tough not to bite on.
They got one wide receiver out right, and we will see what the call is. Maybe a timeout.
Yeah.
Perry Central calls timeout. We'll keep it here for now, as that was an interesting deal, and I think if I know Coach Dixon, he saw a formation that his guys probably weren't familiar with. Breathitt County had one wide receiver out to the right. They had one back in the back with the quarterback, and everybody else was right up on the line. So they were in a spot where you obviously you have to honor the wide receiver on the outside. You can't just leave them uncovered.
Right.
But you got to have everybody else ready to play.
And Coach Dixon you could tell he wasn't comfortable with what he was seeing. So sometimes you have to call timeout.
Yeah. And in a game like this, it's not panic mode or anything. Like we said, it's just a 7-point game. But Perry Central, they get a stop here on 4th down. Get a score again. You get the ball back at half. You know what I mean? This is an important part of this game.
Yeah.
You
are setting the tone if you do that.
Yeah. This is a big time play.
But on the flip side, if Breathitt can push this one in, all of a sudden you're right back to square one.
Oh yeah, tie ball game. So 6:29 to go here in the first quarter. The Commodores back out on the field. We'll see if Breathitt. Now that sometimes after the timeout's called, you don't have the benefit of a surprise anymore, so they may have a different play altogether, and that looks to not be the case. They've 8 guys all up on the line. They tried to draw Perry off sides. They didn't jump. Tried it again. And they're going to have to call a timeout, I think. Yep. That was just a fake play the whole time.
Yeah, I think they came back out with intentions of trying to draw them off.
This is a chess match. It is. And that's why I didn't send it back to break, because I know
these guys try to play it cool. Mark Dixon does. Kyle Moore does. They try to treat it like any other game. Man, they want this win, though.
Oh, they do.
They want this. You can tell they're working hard right now. They want to get that taste of that loss out of their mouths.
See, and the first time they came out, Perry called the timeout, but Breathitt snapped the ball. They were running the play. Yeah. That time, they were not. They waited. They tried to draw them off 3 times and then called the timeout. And here we go. We're back at it. 6:29 to go. Breathitt with the ball. They're going to run it. Going to left side. They're not going to get there.
I don't believe he got it.
I don't think they're going to get there. Going to be first down and 10 for the Commodores. And that's a big moment in this game. Mark it down. 6:29 on the clock. It was 6:29 before the play. They didn't start the clock here either.
I didn't see who got under him there, but somebody got low and just took the feet out from under the quarterback there and made a big time play for the Commodores. I couldn't get a number, but whoever it was, they made a big play.
7-0 Commodores with the ball in their hands, but they're deep in their own territory. About the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and they want to move football here and at least push it, get some first downs.
Yeah. Going to be a handoff right up the middle. Colin Combs just dragging them. Going to get about 5 yards. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe behind it, but it didn't matter.
Old Slingshot, he runs hard, and he he gets that body moving forward, and he's not going to lose a lot of yards. That's for sure. He picked up 2 or 3 yards after contact there, and that's a good run.
Yeah. Looks like about 2nd and 5 coming up. Commodores back out there. Tate Watts to the right side. 3 wide receivers to the left. Combs in the backfield. Here comes a man in motion. And going to be a handoff coming the other way. A little reverse. And going to get close to the first down. Going to have it.
And that is the little guy who plays big, freshman Caden Gibson. He was the star running back on that middle school team last year that went to the state championship game. And he is an exciting runner and got a lot of speed. He and is absolutely fearless for a guy his size.
And they're using him like Somerset used their slot wide receiver last week. They come across in motion and then just kind of jog in place right at the edge of the line. You don't know what they're going to do with him. That time he came back the other way. This time it's going to be handoff to Combs. Combs busts through the line, falls forward for about 5 more, Coach.
Yeah, and he was one broken tackle away from a big gainer. Commodores moving the football good here.
Yeah, we got 3 first downs on the night. 3 first downs and a touchdown in 2nd and 5. Really manageable set right here. Back in that set with 2 backs in the backfield. We got
had a jump.
Yeah, we'll see. That could bag them up if the lineman moved, but we'll see if they call the jump or the offsides. I couldn't see because of the columns up here.
I think it was. I think Combs jumped. He started a little. He false started.
Nope. Offsides on the defense. False start. Whoa.
They're calling it. I've never seen that.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
Offsetting penalties, offsides, and a false start.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Typically, if you come offsides and you cause someone to false start, it's a false start on the defense.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Here we go. Bryson Johnson right around the first down marker. I think he's got it, Coach.
He's got it too, yeah.
.4:45 to play here. 1st and 10, Commodores, another first down. They're moving it methodically, but doing it like this takes a long time, Coach, and a lot of things can.
Yeah, you know, one penalty or a missed block, and it can interrupt a drive like that. You do have to be efficient.
And right now they're showing nothing but efficiency, though. 1st and 10 for the Commodores. Going to be handed off to Johnson. He is tripped up, going to fall forward a little bit. And I'll tell you, Coach, it looked to me like that defense got a head start there.
Yeah. They're trying to time the snap, I think, their outside edge rushers are, and and it won't surprise me if Coach Dixon picks up on that and starts giving them a hard count here, and we may see them pick up an offsides or 2.
Here comes Deaton back out in the fullback spot. Under 4 to play. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Commodores. See, they're trying to get there early.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying to time it.
And here we go. Drops back to pass, slings it out of bounds. They had Gibson on a little seam out there, but
looks like Johnson's releasing the ball a little high. He's not really following through, and it's sailing on him.
And this one, 3:42 on the clock after the incomplete pass. 3rd and 9. They're at the 40-yard line. This one, unless you get close, I don't think it's 4 downs. You know what I mean?
No, not yet.
You got to get
another first down, maybe.
You got to get a little more. But here we go once again, Commodores. In that same spot they've been in all night. Drops back. Going to launch this one over the head of Gibson. And that's going to be 4th down and got to be a punting unit. Got to be a punting situation.
Yeah, 3rd and 9. 4th and 9 is a little too tough to take a chance with inside your 50.
So the Breathitt County defense stands tall, 3:37 to go here in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Perry Central. Breathitt County.
Perry Central's in a tight pump formation. They're concerned about giving up a block.
Oh, and that bounced to the punter, and it's going to hit and take a Perry Central bounce to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Breathitt County football. Coach, Breathitt County's offense, by my count, they have not gotten a first down except for the one that came via the late hit.
Right. Yeah.
And they got a 5-yard head start on the next set of downs and still didn't get it.
Right. Yeah, they've struggled a little bit offensively, and now they are they got some young guys out there that are talented. I've watched them play before, and they are talented. A couple guys are quarterback and running back is.
Here we go. Going to be thrown right over the middle and hit and drops right where he caught it. That was Austin Barker, the junior wide receiver. About a 3.5, 4-yard gain. Say second 6, second 7 coming up.
I think young Thomas, the running back, I'm relatively sure he is the nephew of Steve Thomas, who was a really, really good football player here at Breathitt a few years back. And I think I'm giving correct information. I know he's related.
We'll roll out. Going to hit the wide receiver, and he's going to have the first down out of bounds. Well, and here comes a flag after the play. That was John Holland on the reception. And we'll see what the call is, but
that didn't look like a late hit.
Could have been something that happened after the play.
May have been.
They were hit inside and then came outside. Perry Central player out here explaining his case.
They're waving
it off.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, that looked like some players out there just having some fun. You know what I mean?
Back judge came in there and thought there was more to it than what it was, I think.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 coming up.
And I like it when officials step in there and get it right.
Yeah. First offensive first down of the game for the Bobcats come via 2 back-to-back completions for the freshman Miles Holland. And he's got 4 wide receivers out there to work with, and he is going to double fake. Goes over the top.
And
oh, my goodness.
That was a touchdown.
On an absolute rope over the middle. And Perry Central has been tested a couple times on that and failed the test both times.
Yeah, and have been lucky. They've dodged a couple bullets. That was a well-designed play. They faked to the running back through, faked the end around. Quarterback hid the ball really well, stood up and threw a dart down the middle, and it was right off the fingertips of the receiver. So they wouldn't be surprised if we don't see that one again.
Yeah, and Somerset got him on that little slant situation a couple times last week too. This time they're going to swing it out to the back, coming out of the backfield, and he's going to be hit. That's a good open field tackle there from the Commodores, but it's going to get it to about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 coming up.
I'm looking at my arbiter roster, which is quite difficult to navigate, and I think that was Nolan Rice on the tackle.
Interesting. We got 2:15 to go here in the first. Interesting score to pass along. 10:30 to go in the second. Floyd Central, 12-0 on Leslie County. I thought that would have been a Leslie County win, but that's what I said on Nate's picks
I was going to
today.
say, did Nate's pick get that one?
Oh, the young quarterback. Welcome to Rivalry football, young man.
Yeah, welcome
to
the high school game.
He took one on the chops as he let it loose, and that's going to bring up 4th down on the Breathitt side of the football. They bring out the punting unit. Still a shot where they can try to draw them off sides. Perry's jumped one time tonight already.
Wouldn't be surprised. But no, they snapped it right away.
Yeah, it's going to be a high one. And Perry Central going to call the fair catch. I'm going to catch it about the 31-yard line. It's Tate Watts on the reception, on the kick return. And Perry Central going to take over. 1:50 to go in the first. 7-0. They lead it. And things got away from them last drive. They had multiple first downs, and then they had a short gain on first down, and then 2 incomplete passes back to back, and they couldn't make it. Couldn't get into range where they thought they could do anything other than punt it away. So here we go. Commodores coming back out. And once again, you got
the officials,
young quarterback out there with
in an animated. Yeah, I know, but the officials were in an animated discussion about something. And I don't know what it could have been. Commodore's pretty good field position again, though.
It'll be handoff to Combs, and he's going to fall forward for a few. Oh, man. Got Deaton out there as the lead blocker. He takes a trip after it. He's good at actor, too. I think he's going to do theater after the.
Yeah. Combs was patient there. He waited for his blockers to get out in front of him and saw a gap and got in there and picked up, looked like 6.5, 7 yards.
Yeah, that's a good run. Combs is, I had which Somerset was tough, and I'm going to put myself on the spot. I had Combs last week. He was successful until he wasn't. He would have good spurts, and then he couldn't. But tonight he seems to be a steady threat.
Yeah, he does.
And this one's going to be a pass out to Fields. Fields breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, has the first down and more near the 50. Going to get about the 47, 48. First down, Commodores.
Yeah. I saw Derek Fields in the hall yesterday, and I said, "You ready to make a difference tomorrow night?" And he said, "Don't worry." He looked right at it. He said, "Don't worry."
First and 10 for the Commodores. 53 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Clock ticking. 10 seconds on the game clock. Back out there, Deaton at fullback, Combs at tailback. And going to be a pump fake, and the quarterback going to take off and may have gotten the first down, depending on where they mark him out. I think they're going to say it's short. Yeah.
But it's still a pretty good run.
Yeah, about 7 yards.
I'm not sure what that play was, if it was a called pass or a called run, but he made the right decision to pull it down. He looked downfield briefly, but then he pulled it down and got up and made positive yards.
I think that might have been an old run-pass option deal where
very well could have been.
He had options, and he chose himself.
Yeah. He had confidence in Aaron Johnson.
2nd and 3. Johnson going to hand it off to Combs. Combs, puts the shoulder down and drives for the first down.
Slingshot's going to win that battle most of the time.
Yeah.
And I think you try to meet him a little bit short here.
Really? Okay. Well,
I don't know.
We'll see. If they mark, yeah, okay.
They marked him a little short.
Guess he stepped out of bounds. And that's probably going to do it for the quarter.
That'll be the
interesting. That's going to run it down, though. So 3rd and 1 when we pick it back up. Perry Central ball leading 7-0. We'll be back with the second quarter next on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
For generations, insurance companies have been mysterious creatures, denying benefits to people of Appalachia more than anywhere else in the country. If you have been in a car wreck and the insurance company is denying your claim, a band of hardcore lawyers at the Mullins Law Firm are out to solve the biggest mystery of them all. Bigfoot? No, not Bigfoot, but how to get the justice and the money that we, the Appalachian people, deserve. The Mullins Law Firm. You'll call it kids' quarters. Call us at 436 Hurt. That's 436 HURT.
Nothing goes along with sports better than pizza, and nobody does pizza like Papa John's. Right now, you can dig into a delicious large Papa John's pizza with up to 5 toppings, or a Papa John's specialty pizza for just $14. Just mention the code 14ANY. That's 14ANY when you place your online or call-in order. $14 for a large 5-topping or specialty pizza. Delivery available at your local Papa John's in Hazard, Pikeville, or Paintsville.
We're back, folks, picking it up here. Start of the second quarter, 7-0 Perry Central. They got the ball. And Coach, is looking now like it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Perry Central lost a yard
between
quarters.
Oh, you never know.
It looked like a first down, and then it was 3rd and 1, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 2.5. Oh, now they're moving it up. Okay, now we're back to 3rd and 1.
The chain guy was just, just relaxing for a second.
Yeah. He's getting hot, too. He's trying to cool off a little.
Got a up back in here, and 2 backs to the left. It's going to be
Johnson's going to take it himself, and I'm not sure.
It's going to be close. I think he's got it. I don't know. No, they're going to bring it up to 4th down. Hard to tell from our vantage point here. BREATHITT County's got the
you've got
tent
the
out here and all the folks.
It's hard to see the sideline.
But I think this is 4th down. Go for it all the way for the Commodores.
Yeah, I would guess.
Maybe try to draw them off first, but we'll see. No dice. They tried. 5 seconds to go. They're probably going to have to burn the timeout. Yeah. And we'll take it with them. 11-12 to go here in the first half. 7-0 Commodores. Big 4th down coming up next on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales is located on the Combs Road in the former 84 Lumber Building. Come and see their huge selection of mobile home parts, including doors, windows, roofing, guttering, and lots more. Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales, a family-owned business serving Southeast Kentucky for many years. Come say hi or call their friendly, knowledgeable staff at 435-7639. That's 435-7639. Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales on the Combs Road in Hazard.
At TVS, we've been working hard preparing for the future. Well, the future is now. TVS offers digital cable, digital phone service, high-speed internet, and a fiber optic infrastructure. We're a local company putting money back into our local economy while supporting our local schools and organizations. What about those other guys? You know, those big out-of-town companies. What have they done for you lately? Mountain people serving mountain people. TVS, 606-439-3167.
Here's the big 4th down coming up.
4th and 1 on the BREATHITT County 43.
Commodore
big
split backs. I would imagine this is slingshot all the way.
Yeah.
And he busts through the line, through the second level, and he gets it almost down to the 35.
That's just playing big boy ball there. You just line up and take and bring it.
Another big-time score to bring to you guys. The Indiana Fever are up 40-33 against the Chicago Sky in the WNBA right now.
Yeah, like you were saying, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, battle royale, I'm sure.
Caitlin Clark, 7 assists. Midway through the second quarter. That's a pretty good night.
Not too bad.
Here we go, Perry Central. Going to be a handoff, fumbled and picked up, and he's got room to run. First down. Oh, my goodness. Caden Gibson.
And I'm telling you, if Caden Gibson breaks that last tackle, they're not
catching. A handoff, fumbled and picked up, and he's got room to run. Dropping
First
down. Oh,
your
my goodness. On the ground there. That one could have been disastrous for Perry Central.
He kept his wits about him, didn't he?
And it's rare that the lemon hits the ground and bounces right back up.
It came right back to him in mid stride, by the way.
Yeah, that's usually one you just want to fall on and on and count your loss. Cut your losses.
Hope you come away with the ball.
But it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 23. Commodores out here.
You got to have a little luck in these games if you're going to win them.
Yeah. Oh, and what's the call here? Because
I don't know what happened.
I heard a whistle, and I also saw the ball go flying into the backfield.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. Is it a first down?
I think they were.
I mean, is it a timeout?
I think the referees were.
I think they were setting the play clock.
Yeah, I think it was a official timeout
so
situation.
So it wasn't a live ball situation.
No. There you go. 1st and 10. Commodores with the ball. Going to be a toss out to Combs. He makes 2 miss and falls forward. He splits 2 and then just lunges forward. He's got Deaton out in front of him as the lead blocker. They're going to say we'll see where they mark it. I think they may say he went down a little shorter than I thought. So 2nd and 7 coming up, about 3 yards.
I'm not sure that is Combs' comfort zone out there on the edge like that, though.
Yeah, he doesn't need to catch the toss. He needs to.
He likes north-south.
Put it in the bread basket and let him go. But, hey, positive yards, 3 yards, pile of dust. Going to hand it off to him again.
Oh, yeah, and he almost broke a tackle there, and he would have been off to the races.
Kind of the same deal. Going to be about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 coming up next.
2-down territory, irregardless.
Yeah.
I don't think he gained as much as we thought. Oh, yeah, they're finally moving it. They're moving it. Sorry about that.
3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Maybe a long 4. But Johnson out there in the kind of this pistol look with Deaton beside him and Gibson behind him this time. They've been, with Gibson in the backfield, they've been throwing it out of this set tonight. We'll see if they make a fool out of me. Going to be throwing. Steps up. Oh, he's on the run. Trying to make something happen. Looking downfield. Throws it out of bounds. And we've got a flag in the backfield.
Yep. Looks like a roughing the passer.
Yeah, though. Hey, look, it's hard not to cash that in, Coach.
Yeah, if you chase him that far, you're going to hit him.
When the big men have to get on the treadmill for a while,
yeah,
and
they're not going to let that. They're going to try to get him there.
Yeah, that one. I get it. So 8:59 to go here in the first half. 7-0 Commodores.
And Johnson did a good job buying time. I mean, he
was running for his life.
Yeah, he did.
He was running for his life, and then finally had enough time to get rid of it, and he had plenty of time at that point. So if he got hit, I was looking downfield. When I look back, I see him on the ground and the flags laying
there.
Yeah,
I was like you. I followed the ball and didn't see him go down.
But now they're going to have first and goal.
Looks like they're inside the 10.
Yeah, first and goal.
Right at the 10 maybe, or no, on the 9 looks like, yeah.
It's that same thing they've been throwing out of. They're going to toss it to Gibson here. He makes a couple miss. Still on his feet. What's the call? Touchdown, Commodores.
I'm telling you, the little guy can
throwing
run.
out of. They're going to toss it to Gibson
and
here.
I keep calling him
he
a
makes a
little guy,
couple
but he's
miss.
A little guy
Still on his
stature,
feet.
But he plays
What's the
big.
call? Touchdown,
13-0
with 8:52 to play here in the first half.
I so enjoyed him last year, watching him with that middle school team, and he is absolutely fearless. And you've seen that in the couple times he's got loose here tonight. There's no fear in that guy.
Bo Bacon out to kick the extra point. They're running some guys on the field late.
Yeah, they got time, Bo. Bo's cool.
So just put it down, laces out, baby. Kicks it, and it's good. 14-0, 8:52 to go here in the first half.
The Baconator.
Breathitt County Ball coming up next. We'll be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Are you looking for personalized health care that's efficient and close to home? Primary Care Center is now your destination for comprehensive health care in the center of your community. With a team of experienced and caring local providers, we offer a range of services. We have locations in Hazard, Hyden, Hindman, Pico, and now our new Whitesburg location. Stop by today and walk-ins are welcome. That's Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky.
They are the electric motor headquarters, Maggard Electric, Southeast Kentucky's #1 to repair or replace your small electric motors. Maggard Electric is ESA approved. They can replace air compressor motors, swimming pool pumps, heating and cooling motors, motors for heat pumps, air conditioners, and so much more. Over 300 electric motors in stock, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Maggard Electric, still strong, still serving Southeast Kentucky, located 6 miles north of Hazard on Highway 15. Open 7:30 till 4, Monday through Friday, 436-6886.
We're back, folks. Breathitt County football, and I said they didn't need to be in panic mode earlier in the first quarter, but Coach, if you're Breathitt County, you would love to see the Bobcats get some points before the end of the half.
And they've come close to breaking one of these kicks both times, and you got to know that they want that again.
Good night. There's the return. We got bodies everywhere, but it's Perry Central that wrestles them down around the 25-yard line.
Perry Central's playing with a lot of energy right now. They're excited and rightfully so. Bobcats desperately need a scoring drive here to get some life back in them.
Yeah, 8:44 to go here in the first half. 14-0 Perry Central. Bobcats trying to make something happen. 4 wide receivers. Play action. Going to roll out, scramble to the left, and just get rid of it as Commodores made chase. On the Commodore defensive front, they're hopping around beating that chest, Coach. Feeling good.
They're feeling good about themselves. It's a vast difference at this point in time in this game as it was last week. Things were bleak by the middle of the second quarter last week.
And heads up, Floyd Central leads Leslie County 18-0. Almost the end of the first half there. And Breathitt County, nearly intercepted as the Commodores jumped the route. Had Breathitt County trying to swing it out to the wide receiver in the flat.
I don't know who the Perry Central player was, but he stepped right in front of a touchdown. And, he was going to score a touchdown and just walk in and couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, those are the dangerous ones because if you jump those and catch them, there's nobody to stop you.
Yeah, there was nobody.
There's nobody to stop you. And here we go. Another play action deal. Rolling out. Going to the left. Stolen away. The Commodores rip it away.
He could be gone.
Touchdown. Completed. And Tate Watts rips it from his hands. Commodores runs it down the sideline.
That was a grown man play
Touchdown.
there.
Completed. And Tate Watts, you could not ask for a better effort there from Tate Watts.
That was
that is a highlight play.
Yeah, it was a great interception and a greater run.
WYMT, get ready for that one. Because that was just snatched.
And if you are a Bobcat fan right now, you got to be a little discouraged. This is tough. It's tough now.
Yeah. 20-0. Bo Bacon out there to kick the extra point. 21-0. Honey Bowl lead for the Commodores. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
With the Perry County Public Library card, you can check out books, movies, magazines, ebooks, as well as use their online databases that allow you to take online classes, repair your auto, or research your family history. Visit the library at 289 Black Gold Boulevard, Hazard, Kentucky. Call them at 606-436-2475 or visit their website, perrycountylibrary.org, for more information. The Perry County Public Library, your source for information, education, and entertainment.
We're back, folks. 21-0. Perry Central running wild, and Tate Watts with a career highlight right there.
Absolutely. That was just, like I said, he made a great interception just to come down with the ball, and even a better run to score the touchdown.
See, I don't think it was an interception. I think it was a completion to the Bobcat, and he ripped it away.
And I couldn't see it. And you very well may be right, because it looked like he was catching the ball, and the next thing I know, Tate's gone.
I think he just ripped it away from him. It may have been close enough that it was considered an interception, but look.
I'm not so sure you're not right on that one. And like you say, you're always right anyway.
Hey, look, it's hard. The undefeated 4th of July Hazard hot dog eating champion, you know what I mean?
That speaks volumes, I'll just tell you.
I didn't win this year, but I didn't compete, so.
Yeah. You'll be back.
BREATHITT at the 30, and they're going to be taken down shy of the 40, and they'll pick this back up. 8:16 to go in the first half, 21-0 Commodores.
I think Perry Central, they kind of did a little pooch kick away from those deep backs because they were having a hard time containing them. They were close to getting away several times.
First and 10, BREATHITT County Bobcats really needing to get something going on offense. Going to be a sweep going left to right.
Not a lot of running room there.
Yeah, about a 2-yard gain.
I've noticed Perry Central defense is getting in the right gaps and staying home, and that's put them in position to make plays.
Yeah. Eli Combs, the freshman running back, gets a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up, 7:50 to play here in the first half.
BREATHITT got a lot of young kids out there, especially in key positions. It's hard for them not to get a little discouraged at this point.
Here we go. Perry Central drops back, or BREATHITT County drops back, complete, first down.
Nice play.
Yeah, that's Eli Thomas, the freshman coming out of the backfield, gets the first down, out of bounds. What a run there. Just got the edge, and nobody could. Nobody's going to get him until he was run out of bounds.
Really needs some of these positive plays. Get a good drive going and get a good feel back to them. That matters greatly in a situation like this.
Yeah.
Feel a little better about yourself.
Here we go. Split backs. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback steps up, and he's going to slide down. Should be shy of the first down.
You're right. It's where
you start to slide.
Yeah,
it's going to much ado about nothing. We're going to be 2nd and 1. Yeah. But hey, you want the first down though. Anything can happen. You come out here and false start. Next thing you know, you're backed up and who knows what. But 2nd and inch is what it looks like. Oh, now they're going to look at it again, Coach.
I think they may have spotted the ball a little. That's not where the slide started, so they didn't go with that.
The side judge on this side was about a yard behind the judge on the other side, so I think
he started the slide at about the 37.5, and they gave him the 36.
Either way, 2nd and 1. Instead, it's 1st and 10. Here we go, BREATHITT County. 1 back in the backfield, 4 wide receivers out there. There's going to be a handoff up the middle. Going to cut it back. And near another first down. Probably going to have it, yep. Back-to-back first downs for the Bobcats. 6:30 to go here in the first half. They trail 21-0.
Best looking drive of the night for the Bobcats.
They're going to say second inches again and then call a first down after it again. So,
interesting.
Back to back. They're consistent here. You know what I mean? But Breathitt County's starting to find the holes in this Perry Central defense.
That big hole there. He had plenty of running room. Last couple of plays been that way.
Jaden Gibson in the backfield with Miles Holland, the quarterback. One tight end, 3 wide receivers. Going to be a straight drop back. Quarterback running and going to run out of bounds. Yeah. And I think he's going to lose some yards. Yeah. Doesn't make it back. And you know, you'd like to see him get rid of the ball in that situation, at least just.
Yeah, not have a negative play.
Yeah, you'd like to see him. It's going to be about 2nd and 12 coming up. Would love to see him, throw it out of bounds, about 10 yards out of bounds.
Yeah,
just get rid of it.
He had the opportunity to do that.
Let me hand it off to Gibson. Gibson wrapped up. And here comes a flag from the left side. We'll see what that is.
Face mask on the Commodore.
Breathitt County needs some points, and I think face mask is, I don't think it's 15 yards anymore, right? It's going to be 10 yards. 10 yards, but it'll give them the first down.
First down, regardless. Bobcats in the red zone now.
And we'll see if they can make it happen. 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Yeah.
They can get the first down at the 4-yard line. And it'll be a fake handoff. Quarterback touchdown, Bobcats. They get on the board with 5:50 to play here in the first half, and that's going to bring the Bobcat faithful to their feet.
And Nathan, I noticed when the Commodores lined up at the beginning of that drive, you could tell they had lost a little focus. They were celebrating. They were feeling really good about themselves. Breathitt came out. They were focused, and they put together a good drive. Perry Central's defense never did really focus and get back to play good football.
Kick is up. It's good. 21-7 back in 30 seconds. Breathitt County cuts it to 14 with 5:50 to go in the first half on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
How about saving back-to-school money on your own terms? That's Forward Pay at Appalachian Wireless. Get $75 off select Forward Pay devices with plans starting as low as $19.99 per month with unlimited talk and text at 5 gig of data for only $29.99. Or how about 10 gig of data for only $39.99? Or unlimited data for $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down. No contract, no credit check, Forward Pay. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We're back, folks. Perry Central are going to have the ball with a chance to answer, and they get the ball back to start the second half, Coach.
Yeah, they're still in the driver's seat, but that players sometimes lose a little focus when they begin celebrating a little bit too early. And I always told my teams celebrations are for after the game. But they're still in great shape. The Commodores are. They need to answer it, like you said. They need to answer right here, though.
Breathitt County, a little short kick out of bounds, so that's going to be the illegal procedure. So decent, going to be good field position for the Commodores.
And Coach Dixon, you and I have seen him do this a couple different ways.
Decline it.
Let's see what he does here. I'm pretty sure now he's got the option to make him kick again, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to, though. Let's see. Looks like he's just
see, and that one might have. That one was almost kind of felt like an onside kick, and I don't know if you want to give him another chance to do that or not. You know what I mean?
Right, I know what you're saying. It's going to be at the 36, which is pretty good field position starting off.
Perry Center going to hand it off to Combs, and not a lot there.
Yeah.
Might get a yard. Second and 9 coming up for the Commodores. 5:30 to play. And they huddle up.
Breathitt County desperately looking for momentum.
This time it's Combs to the right and Gibson in the back. It'll be a toss to Gibson. And he's going to slice through the defense for about 7 or 8 yards.
Gibson can run. He runs hard.
Might be third and 3 when all is said and done here.
He's one of those guys that when he hits the hole, he's going full speed and picking up speed. And that's what you want. You want guys to do that.
.4:30 to go here in the first half. 3rd and 3.
Play clock running down.
Hand off to Combs. He's hitting the backfield. Stopped. Doesn't make anything happen. And on this side of the 50, they may have to punt it away for the first time tonight or second time tonight.
I think that may have been a run-pass option, and Johnson would have been better served keeping that one because he only had one guy to beat outside.
Punting unit out there.
Okay. Oh, no, another.
Oh, ball went over the head. Oh! Perry Central swallowed up in the backfield off the bad snap. Breathitt going to take over at the 20-yard line with 3:30 on the clock, Coach.
Who was that? Who was the punter back there?
I did not see. Was running for his life.
Yeah. I thought he was going to get it off at first, sir. If he could have just got one stutter step in, I think he was going to get the punt off, and that would have been the best case scenario.
Here we go, Breathitt County off to the right side, run out of bounds. Not a lot there. It's at the 25. I thought they got him at about the 20, Coach.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I'm kind of right behind the post here.
I think they might have said forward progress because they kind of knocked him backwards.
Yeah.
You go handoff up the middle. Gibson hops the line.
Nice run.
Gets close to the first down. They're going to give it to him.
I was going to say 2nd and 1 means first down here.
Oh, yeah. It's tough on the road, Coach. It's tough on the road. But you got to stop him before, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got to.
When that guy goes airborne, you got to meet him, and nobody did.
Here we go. First and 10 from the 15. Breathitt County. Sweep up the middle. Touchdown. Going around to left, cuts it back, and we've got a flag after the play.
Personal foul on Perry Central.
Things starting to unravel here for Perry Central. They still have the lead, but all of that momentum gone the way of the wind. 2:47 to go here. 21-13. Extra point on the way.
This is one of those guys on the that I don't see on the roster.
And we'll see. No good. So 21-13, 2:47 to go. We'll be right back. 30 seconds on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
If your pipes are broke, your hot water's a joke. Who you gonna call? And your drains won't drain, driving you insane. Who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
We're back, folks, and this one, no pun intended, has heated up, Coach.
Absolutely.
One score game now with 2:47 to go. Brett, they got the sound system and the lights rocking, crowd on their feet.
I like the light show they do here. It's pretty cool. But Breathitt County just showed us there's no quit in that group of kids. They're like we talked earlier. They're a proud program. They got down 21-0. Looked pretty bad. Perry Central maybe got feeling too good about themselves. Started celebrating a little bit. Next thing you know, it's 21-13. So the momentum can swing in a hurry.
Oh yeah. And Breathitt County going to kick this off from Perry Central territory because of the penalty earlier. You can choose to enforce that on the kickoff, or you can get half the distance of the goal. Breathitt may have wanted to do that since they missed the extra point, try to go for two. But hindsight 2020, this one going to be kicked deep and into the end zone. So touchback. Perry Central take it over. Moderate field position, not bad, not great.
Right. Now they need to. They got 2:47 on the clock. You don't want to put it back in Breathitt's hands right now. You want to eat this clock and put yourself in a position to maybe get a score. And if you don't get a score, don't give it back to the other team right now to give them another opportunity because they feel good again.
Halftime Hazard up 6-0 on Harlan County. Hazard ball to start the second half. So here we go. Perry Central. There'll be a handoff to Gibson. Toss.
And
he's got the first. He's on his feet. 40, 50, off to the races.
He's gone.
He is taken down inside the 10. Oh, my gosh.
He may have just ran out of gas there at the end, but that was a fantastic run. And I told you that little guy can scoot. I love to watch him play football.
2:32 to go here. And Perry Central, they may hand it back over to Breathitt County because they score, Coach.
Yeah.
Because I don't see a reality where they eat 2:32 off the clock.
I'm like
10 yards to go.
That would not be an easy one. But I think they'll settle for that.
They're going to put it at the 10.
And I think Gibson went to the sideline. He was gassed.
Yeah. This time they're going to have the freshman in the backfield. He's going to step up. Going to be a handoff to Combs.
Up the middle.
Runs him over. Touchdown. Quick work for the Commodores. 27-13.
And they went right up the gut there. They just turned around and straight ahead football. And, we said right before the game started that this could very well be a shootout because these two teams ordinarily scored a lot of points against each other, and there's a lot of big plays, and it's held true to form in the first half of this ball game. They're just getting out there and making one big play after another. Each team is.
Bo Bacon out for the extra point, and it is good. 28-13. Commodores back on top by 2 scores. We'll be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Fazoli's fan-favorite pizza baked spaghetti is back and better than ever. Spaghetti noodles smothered in their zesty pizza bake sauce, loaded with mozzarella and pepperonis, then baked to sizzling, bubbly perfection. This delicious pasta is served with their signature hot, fresh, unlimited breadsticks, all for the price of just $5.99. Order through the Fazoli's app or online at Fazoli's.com. Get this fan-favorite pizza baked spaghetti today only at Fazoli's, where life is better with breadsticks. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dine-in only. Tax not included. Fazoli and logo are federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
The Fugit Family Chiropractic staff is highly knowledgeable and experienced, providing you with the leading-edge technology and proven techniques for optimum pain relief and minimal recovery time. If you suffer from neck or lower back pain, headaches, herniated or bulging discs, or even degenerative disc disease, don't spend another minute suffering. Fugit Family Chiropractic is also nationally certified to perform DOT and CDL physicals. No referral is needed, and walk-ins are always welcome. Fugit Family Chiropractic in Hazard and Whitesburg.
Perry scored in about 20 seconds, Coach. One long run and one kind of long run.
And here I was talking about running out the clock and not giving the ball back to BREATHITT. And like you said, they scored in a hurry.
Another squib hits about the 30. BREATHITT will be taken down shy of the 40 once again.
And I think the Commodores will live with that because they didn't want those deep backs getting loose the way they were early in the game on kickoffs.
Yeah, but last drive, BREATHITT finally got things clicking offensively consistently. So we're going to see if this Commodore defense can answer the call.
The Bobcats looked good offensively in that last drive. You're exactly right. Perry Central's in that 3-man front with 4 linebackers.
Oh, intercept! No, dropped it again. He's dropped 2, Coach.
Oh man, that was another one that could have turned into a touchdown. Because he had nothing but yard stripes in front of him. And I think Coach Dixon and his staff have done a good job getting their team ready, their defensive team ready for this type of offense because they have stepped out in front of a couple of those passes.
Swung out to the young man, runs through the arm tackle. Going to be ridden out of bounds, going to get the first down.
That looked like a hole, but
yeah. It's tough on the road.
Yeah.
But anyway, it goes. We got a flag back here. I wasn't talking about anything back there. I was
too. I was down here. I think
DB
the Whitehead called that one from a distance.
Jackson Deaton back on the field after a little break. He's really not played both ways much his career so far, but
and in this kind of heat, that makes it kind of tough.
Yeah, he and Colin Combs out there splitting duties in the backfield and from the linebacker position.
Well, what are we looking at
under
here?
2 minutes to go, and it is second and
close to 20.
Second and Lost Creek here.
Yeah.
And they got to be careful because if This Commodore secondary has been getting their hands on these balls, Coach.
They're reading the routes pretty good, and they're getting in position to make big plays.
Running back, halfback
big
draw
run up the middle.
Oh, he's still on his feet. And here we go. We got a flag. I think
we got another block in the back. I'm not sure about that.
Had the first down and more. And you hate to see that because it was completely unnecessary. You know,
it was behind the play.
You know,
it was well behind the play.
But definitely a dangerous situation. Hold.
Yeah, but it was well behind the play still. I mean, you know, your runner is well past it.
Sometimes it's tough at home. It ain't always just tough on the road.
And assistant coach Mike Holcomb is hot. He does not like that call. I think he's I think he's saying that was too far behind.
I think he said,
play.
"Sir, I disagree with that.
Yeah,
I do not appreciate." Yes, I'm sure that's what he said. You're supposed to get that when it's named after what's your namesake.
Do you think he may have said, you not see that name on that scoreboard?
You got those at Randy Napier Court, right?
Well, I'd like to think I may have got one or two. You never know.
We'll see. Here we go.
And he's got some room again.
Yep, off. Going to have close to the first down. I'd say they're going to mark him short. Holland. The elder Holland gets it to about 2 yards short, I think. Funny story, since we're talking about namesakes. When I was at WYMT, they had the WYMT Mountain Classic, at Perry Central. And one of our camera guys at the time asked the late John Punkin, because we had media row over there, all of the media. We had Punkin
down on the floor,
right there in his cushy chair off to the side. And he said, "Well, why do you get your own chair?" And he said, "But my name's on this place. My name's on the door."
And he left no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
And the officials are in a discussion here with both coaches. I don't know what's going on, T. Drew.
Breathitt County ball. And I guess with the two holds, it's technically just second down. We'll see. Breathitt County fans coming alive. Coach Moore, I don't think any amount of discussion is going to make him feel better about it.
Yeah, he's not pleased.
You like to see that if you're a player out there, though. Your coach going to bat for you.
And Coach Moore is usually a pretty reserved guy. It's not his nature to get too animated. But like I said earlier, both these coaches want this game desperately.
Yeah. 28-13, 1:34 to go here. In Breathitt, they don't want to give the ball up to Perry Central. And here we go. Perry Central moving around some stuff. They have more DBs on the field. Oh my goodness.
Nothing.
Big Landon Sullivan.
Sully came to work on that play, didn't he?
Just eats him up. Blows past his guy and just bear hugs the defender, and they're going to lose a yard.
Yeah.
Lose a couple, maybe three.
Yeah.
Third and 4 coming up.
That's not what the Bobcats were looking for. They wanted the first down and then get back to the line of scrimmage, and now they're in a situation where they are third and 3.5.
See, and Perry
it's not
Central
easy.
is dropping a backer back, and that's going to be a first down out of bounds with 52 seconds on the clock. Breathitt's got to, you know what I mean? If they're wanting to score, they got some time. but they have to use the sideline. They can't. If you don't get the first down and you're stopped in bounds, you're talking about 20, 30 seconds possibly running off the clock.
Yeah.
As long as it's taking them to get the play in, these coaches are calling them from the sidelines.
And I think they may have one timeout left, maybe. No. One timeout, I think.
Here we go. Low snap. A pass all the way. Going to be hit at the 40, out of bounds. Going to fall forward. No, not out of bounds. They're going to keep running the clock.
Yeah. And that was a big play.
35 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 6 looks like. They're not. That's going to eat a lot of time.
Yeah, it is.
25 seconds on the clock.
That is. If you're Perry Central, you don't want nobody to get behind you.
And hand it off, stopped, and that's going to. That just about might do us for the half. Timeout.
Yeah.
Breathitt County will use their last timeout, so I think they're going to take one shot at the end zone. We'll keep it here. If you're Perry Central, this is the way Breathitt's been playing this. If you drop, I think they're going to try to drop some people back. But the way Breathitt's playing, I think they're comfortable throwing something short and trying to see if they can beat them with the speed.
A little pitch and catch, and letting the runner do his work after he catches it, and it's been effective these last 2 drives.
If not for a couple holds, they may be down 10-yard line by now.
Yeah, for sure.
So 3rd down, 12 seconds. If it's one where you want to let one develop and throw it down the field, you might burn just about all the clock right now and then have a chance on 4th down for one more. But if they don't, if they get the first down and they're in bounds, then the clock will start as soon as they set the ball, so you're not going to have much time left.
No, you won't.
So at most we're going to see 2 plays marring into penalties, but it's 28-13, Perry Central with the lead, Breathitt with the ball, 12 seconds to go. Bobcats, 4 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield. They've got the play after the timeout. And they're going to throw it again short, and
I don't think he caught it.
They're going to say incomplete.
Yeah, no kick.
And that's good for Breathitt County, really.
Yeah, that gives them another play.
But I wouldn't want to.
7 seconds left, so they may have to go to the end zone with this one.
Yeah, and make sure there's no time left at all.
And if you're Perry Central, you don't want a pass interference down here to keep a drive alive with no time on the clock.
Definitely. Perry Central.
And they're going to the end zone.
3 front. They're dropping everybody else back. Going deep. Oh, my goodness. Incomplete. No dice. The young man had it, but he was met in the air with a couple of Commodores. Couldn't haul it down.
I couldn't see it. I was behind the post again, and I saw him. He looked like he was. He looked like he was in good shape to make the catch, didn't he?
Absolutely, folks. We are back, and in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, we'll take a quick break. Come back, talk about this one. Get you scores from around the region. 28-13, Commodores with the lead, and the ball coming back out after halftime on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Are you running into roadblocks that keep you from obtaining or maintaining employment? Perhaps you lack reliable transportation, or maybe you need ongoing child care. Whatever the obstacle, LKLP Community Action can help solve it. Their Workforce Solutions team can tailor their career services to meet your specific needs. Let them help remove any barriers holding you back from sustainable employment. Call 606-436-3161 or visit www.lklp.org to jumpstart your career today. In partnership with Kentucky Education and Workforce Development Cabinet through EKCEP.
It should be easy to get healthcare you can trust close to home. That's exactly what UK Healthcare's North Fork Valley Community Health Center in Hazard is designed for. With a variety of services under one roof, from primary care to behavioral health, and an on-site pharmacy and lab to make it even more convenient for you. It's a provider that treats everyone regardless of ability to pay, all backed by the expertise of UK Healthcare, so you and your family can get healthy and stay healthy. Learn more at ukhealthcare.com/hazard.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hayden.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service offers a wide variety of products, including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts, drain pipe, underground miner cap lights, quality boots, knee pads, bottled drinking water, and much, much more. Locally owned with locations on Highway 15 South in Hazard, in Wise, Virginia, and now their new hydraulic hose division on Willie Way across from Applebee's in Hazard. Mine Service Company.
Alice Lloyd College is now accepting applications. ALC is one of the top colleges in America for graduating students with the least amount of debt, has approximately 98% of students employed or in graduate school 6 months after graduation, is the only college in the nation that financially supports graduates, is one of only 9 work colleges in the nation, and returns 81% of students back to the region. Go online and apply today. Alice Lloyd College. Stay close. Go far.
We're back, folks, here on the East Kentucky Sports Network, bringing you Breathitt County versus Perry County Central. You can always count on WSGS every weekend, East Kentucky Sports Network, wherever the Commodores, Eagles, or Bulldogs are at. We're going to be there, no matter if it's hot or it's cold. We're going to be there, and it's hot tonight. But been a kind of interesting to say the way this one started out, but it's been back and forth for the last little bit because it started out after the defensive touchdown by the Commodores. They were up 21-0 and looking like they were just going to blow the doors off this place. But Breathitt comes back, 2 straight touchdowns. 2 straight touchdowns to cuts it to a single possession lead. Perry then answers back. Breathitt can't score at the half. Commodore's going to have another chance after the break here to go up 3 scores. But this one's not, you know what I mean? For when it's 21-0, it looked like this one could have been going the way of the wind. It didn't look like the Bobcats were long for this world, but they got back in it. The crowd's fired up. Fans jamming out here outside here.
There was no doubt that they were going to stay in the fight. And even though they looked a little discouraged there at a couple of points, they they bowled up and said, "No, we're not going quietly."
Yeah, the Commodores did this mostly on the ground tonight for the most part. They had the big play to Fields to get it down to the 1 yard line on the first drive. They hit him at the sticks once, but for the most part, this has been Combs up the middle, Gibson to the outside.
Yeah, and I know in talking to the coaches before the season ever started, they felt like we got some freshmen that we're going to have to depend on, but are we putting them in over their heads? There's always that in the back of your mind. Am I putting them out there where they can't succeed? And the freshmen so far are showing they're ready. They're ready for the job.
Yeah, and a little more of a little different look. They got Jackson Deaton out there at fullback.
Yeah.
being violent, hitting kids, driving them upfield, driving them downfield. And it's I think the Commodore running game has looked pretty stout tonight.
They have it, and and you're exactly right. Having a guy that likes contact anyway, leading your running back up into that hole, it makes life a little easier for that running back when you get to the line of scrimmage. If you got a guy like Deaton who is blowing people off the ball, then now all of a sudden you got room to do some stuff.
I see it, and it gets me excited because then I'm thinking, like right now they're in that pistol look with Deaton right beside the quarterback, Combs behind Johnson at quarterback. Last year they would have Kaiser, Sloan under center.
Yeah.
And they had Eddington and Griffey out there in front of Big Seth Jackson, and they would get going downhill.
Yeah.
I think it's
a big part of their offense.
And I can't help but think that maybe, because last week we saw some Landon Sullivan out there at fullback a couple times.
Yeah.
And
wouldn't shock me
to maybe see Landon and Deaton out there at the same time opening holes.
Surprise me. You're right.
And that would be decent little look.
And I know with Coach Dixon this week, they had a really tough, good.
They had a come to Jesus week. They had a come to Jesus
week of practice. Yeah. And I know Kyle Moore he's same type coach. I know he went back to the drawing board, found some positives and got his guys out here and he wants a little better outcome than what he's gotten so far. But both these coaches, I know, they earned their pay this week because they were coming off a tough loss, and it's sort of a balancing act. You don't want to lose your players by browbeating them too much. You want to stay positive with them, but you want to let them know it's just not acceptable what they did last week.
Yeah, and 28-13 the score here. BREATHITT County, they got down 21-0. They gave up. They had to punt the ball away a couple times. They gave it away on a turnover once. But when they got things going, for the most part, they had some completions, but they were just getting guys into space. They would dump it down, hit a guy coming out of the backfield, hit a wide receiver in the flat, let him get a block, catch a block, make something happen. And they had some success running the football too, but they were running to where it's like they would hit them with a counter. They would run towards everything and then cut to open space.
Yeah, and I've only watched BREATHITT for a half here, but that looks to be what they're going to have to do to manufacture points and keep drives alive. Is they got to get the right guys out in space because they weren't winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, and I think Coach Moore, he's a veteran and he realized, hey, I got to get my guys out of the middle of that field and get them out there where they can make plays, and they did, and that's why they got a couple touchdowns and got themselves back in the game. So now this thing ain't over.
Not by a long shot, folks. 28-13, Perry up. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some other games around the mountains and get you ready for the second half. Commodores up 15 on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call John Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance East Kentucky Chiropractic wants to remind you about their Sports Injury Recovery Clinic. Dr. Dale Williams has been providing treatment for sports injuries of all kinds for over 20 years, offering individualized treatments utilizing X-ray and therapies like cold laser, E-stim, and manipulation. East Kentucky Chiropractic can get you off the sidelines and back into the game. Schedule an appointment today with Dr. Williams or Dr. Fields. Call 606-487-9505. We accept most insurances, Medicare and Medicaid.
When it comes to banking, you need a bank that is ready and willing to help you realize your dreams. At People's Bank and Trust, customers come first. offering you a relationship with local people that's built on trust and respect. People's Bank and Trust shares your vision for success, and their team can help you see the results. That's People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. Member FDIC.
Let's face it, in today's world, it's easy to get the feeling that the world is against you. So it's really nice to know that you do have someone on your side. The law offices of David A. Johnson. Accidents and injury law, personal injury, commercial vehicle accidents, criminal and capital offense cases, drug-related cases. David A. Johnson, Justin Noble, and Michael Johnson will fight for you. Call for a free consultation, 435-1552. Visit them at 461 Main Street in Hazard, online at davidajohnsonlaw.com or on Facebook. This is an advertisement.
We're back, folks. 28-13. Perry Central up on BREATHITT by 15 at the half, and they get the ball coming out. But let's go ahead and get you guys some scores from around the mountains. The Bulldogs up 20-6 on Harlan County. Highlands up 17-14 at the half. Betsy Lane, Bath County, it's 22-21 at the half. Talk about a good one there. Williamsburg takes down Bourbon County 38-20. Raceland up 14-7 on Letcher at the half. Estill up 17-0 after 3. Pulaski County leads Danville going in the fourth quarter 49-0. Boyd County up 24-14 on Bell County.
Wow.
Hey, if you listen to Nate's picks today, I had the Lions over Bell County.
Oh, did you?
I had them over there. So
that'd be a big win.
Look, listen. Nothing gets by me, Coach. Nothing gets by me, Coach, except for this daggone Leslie County Floyd Central game, which was last at check 18-6, but Leslie did get on the board before half.
Right.
So that one's close, and I think this Betsy Lane Bath County one's got me sweating because it's 22-21, but I called this one for the Commodores, but still a half of football to be played. I've not seen a football game won in the first half yet.
No, and I don't think this was anything different. It's far from over.
18-13, Leslie County roaring back.
Wow.
9:02 to go in the third. Thanks to our buddy Anthony Turtle Pennington, feeding me the updates. But this has been a good night of basketball here. Good night of football here. God almighty. I'm trying to look at too many things at once. I'm looking at scores on here and it said basketball. But no, great night of football here. Warm, to say the least. And I, thought maybe I'll take a walk around the Honey Bowl after this. No, I'm getting in the car. I'm turning on the AC.
Yeah, man.
And I'm getting out of here.
Yeah,
And, Coach, I pray for anybody that has to sit through all three of them, but Perry Central grade school homecoming is tomorrow. They've got 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, and 7th and 8th all back to back.
Yeah. Makes for a long, long day, and they're going to have homecoming festivities. So
I know that our fearless events and facilities coordinator, Robert Dixon, he's going to be there for every second of it. Every second of it.
Something tells me the Bob Mobile will not arrive.
It'll be there. I wouldn't be there the whole time. I'd try to space it out.
Yeah, makes for a long day, that's for sure.
Yeah, but BREATHITT County coming back out here. Look, they had all the momentum in the world there. Cut the lead down to 21-13, and then they gave up a score in a hurry to the Commodores off the big run by Caden Gibson, and I've heard nothing but good things about this kid so far.
He really is. He's a difference maker. He had a tremendous year last year. That middle school program made it to the championship game. I almost won a state championship. We're very close. They were in it right down to the end, and he was one of the big reasons why. he was a difference maker. That was just a really good middle school team, and a lot of them are out here on the field tonight.
Oh yeah. I think WSGS, we should look into sponsoring and a window air conditioner right in front of us here. You think we can
some sort of portable unit that will travel with us?
Think we can get that handled?
We need to look into that.
The yoga clock is on. Both teams out here getting some
dreaded
stretches.
yoga clock. Yes, that's and they could have started that a minute and a half ago.
I'm surprised we've not seen any kids cramp up tonight.
I am too. I'm shocked that
second game of the season. Usually that first game is really bad, but with the heat tonight, I was expecting to see some delays.
I could go down with leg cramps here in the third quarter. It wouldn't surprise me.
I did walking up I had to walk up the steps and I had to take a timeout in the middle.
We need to look into scheduling teams that have elevators to the press box.
Ashland up 28-0 on Jessamine, and they have a lightning delay.
Oh, and that's always fun. Lightning delays can end up lasting for days.
I forget where I was at. It might have been this game last year that we started back up. These teams were playing, and I saw a strike of lightning, and I know everybody else did too, but nobody said anything.
That wouldn't have been over. Was it Floyd Central? Was I with you? And you and I think talked about. We clearly saw some lightning, but I ain't saying nothing.
Oh yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, up on the hill over there.
Yeah, we were ready to go home.
Update 26-13. Floyd Central on the board again.
Over the Eagles.
Yep. And here, teams are huddling up, getting ready to go back out there and play things. Leave it all on the field. Commodores ball to start first, and it's a big first drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Because the way things started for Breathitt County, they got the ball first, 3 and out, and because they were backed up, they could only kick it to around the 50, and then Perry had a short field to work with.
Yeah, it gave them great field position, and this, like you said, this opening drive is gonna tell us a lot about how this game goes.
Here we go. I keep thinking they're going to shut the clock off early, but not been the case. You can cut the tension with a knife. The Breathitt fans not really... It feels like they're they're sitting on their hands, Coach.
Yeah, not real vocal right now. And I know I've noticed the Breathitt coaches have been lobbying with the officials here right before the start of the third quarter. I don't know exactly what about, but they were lobbying for something.
Okay, now we're ready to go. Been a wild one. Sorry for the folks on the radio waves who have to sit while we wait the entire 3 minutes out while both teams are ready to go.
Yeah. But everybody was warmed up, loosened up, and ready to go, and then they started that. Wouldn't surprise me here. An onside kick, or I think they've got that laid out flat. I think they're going to try a squib kick at the very least. Yep.
And Perry's going to down it inside the 35 by the 33-yard line.
Derek Fields on the short hop there, sure-handed as usual. One second off the clock.
here we go. Perry Central out there with, I'll give it at the 34-yard line, and let's get things rolling. We got Colin Combs in at the fullback spot with Gibson behind him. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Wide receiver in motion. And quarterback going to keep it. And I don't know if that was the plan or not. Yeah. He ends up getting about 3 yards, 4 yards out of it. But
he turned and got upfield in a hurry, and that's what you got to do.
But, yeah, he looked like he held the ball out, and nobody was there.
Right. I think everybody was already gone. Picked up 3. Almost 4.
Okay, Colin Combs in the fullback spot again. 2nd and 6 coming up. Be a toss to Gibson, and he's got room. He's got the first. Makes a miss. The 40. The 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Commodores.
Caden Gibson, a rising star. That young man just has a nose for the goal line.
Somebody get this man eliminated at the Honey Festival tonight. He deserves it.
He is electric. I can remember at the beginning of last year when he was in the 8th grade, my son tell me, he said, "Dad, you got to come see this kid play football." And I said, "Which one is it?" And he pointed him out. I said, "Seth, he's awfully tiny." And he said, his heart's a lot bigger than his body. And he really is.
Bo Bacon up to kick the extra point. 35-0. 35-0, but the back of the end zone there. 35-13, 11:01 to go in the third.
And the Commodores made that one look easy.
We'll be back in 30 seconds on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
The biggest sale of the year is going on now at Kemper Furniture. It's our Labor Day sale at Kemper's. On top of super low sale prices store-wide, get up to 3 full years to pay, 36 months, same as cash interest free. Or Kemper will give you an extra 10% off the lowest marked sale price on everything you buy and pay your sales tax too. Either way, you're going to save big at Kemper's in Hazard, where we know furniture.
We're back, folks. 35-13 Commodores. Really, I talked about how that first drive was going to be a big deal, and it was one play to the house, Coach.
Yeah. Well, and again, the up back there, I think it was Colin Combs in that one. He opened it up for Gibson, and when Gibson squirts through, he's off to the races.
Here we go. Little pooch kick. Gonna be picked up inside the 20, and Bobcats gonna have some room to run to the outside. Run out of bounds.
And a couple of the Prairie Central defenders took bad routes. They were running right at him, and you got to turn that guy back to the inside and make him go back to where the other defenders are. And we got a flag on the play.
We'll see what they call. Face mask against the Commodores.
And it was far away from the play. It was on the other side of the field, I think.
And we'll see. This is going to be a decent little starting spot for the Bobcats because they brought it out past the 40.
It's going to be the other 40. Yeah, they're in great field position.
10:52 to go here in the third, and timeout. It's a BREATHITT County timeout. We'll take it with them, folks. We'll be back in a minute. 35-13, Perry leads it with 10:52 to go in the third on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Quality Care Medical Equipment and Scrubs in Hazard can meet all your needs, from medical equipment like diabetic shoes, post-mastectomy supplies, wheelchairs, crutches, canes, walkers, and more, to a wide variety and extended size scrub uniforms like Med Couture, Healing Hands, Grey's Anatomy, and Cherokee. They also carry nursing shoes, medical accessories, Littman products, Vera Bradley, and more. Stop in and let them know how they can help you today at Quality Care Medical Equipment and Scrubs.
We're back, folks. 35-13. Commodores up big here, but BREATHITT County got a good starting spot here after the penalty.
Yeah. And then had to burn a very valuable timeout here early, a little over a minute into the third quarter. I'm sure Coach Moore didn't want to have to do that.
Here we go. Oh, bust one up the middle. Commodores going to take them down inside the 15, 14-yard line.
That was way too easy. And like you said, it was just right up the chute. There wasn't a defender around him.
Here we go.
Like another run, and Prairie Central sniffed that one out in a hurry.
Swallowed up in the backfield. Going to be a loss. It's like, I think it's about a 3-4 yard loss.
Yeah. It looks like a 4-yard loss. And we got a timeout here. We may have an injury. I'm not sure what's going on. And now we're back in play.
Okay, here we go.
I think a BREATHITT lineman had to come out of the game. And they are running out of time in a hurry. Their play clock down to 3.
Oh, there we go. Another one stuffed up the middle.
Yeah.
Going to bring up third down in a mile.
Yeah, Prairie Central is getting to the ball in a hurry right there.
Here we go. 4 wide receivers.
Back
play action. Quarterback going to run.
Looks like he's got some room to run here.
Makes one miss, and he's going to slide at the 10. And that's going to be a hit.
That's not smart.
A late hit.
Yeah. That was going to be a 4th down coming up, too.
Yeah.
You just can't make that play.
Once they slide, you can't touch them.
No. That's just not a good play. That was going to be 4th and about
5.
And now it's 1st and goal.
From the 5. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 5. Commodore's defense was looking good.
Oh, yeah.
And now we'll see if BREATHITT County rides the momentum. They're going to have to get rid of it. Yeah. Just threw the quarterback, was given chase, and he had to just let loose. Throw that one at the referee on the sideline.
Yeah, I think he threw it to him, yeah.
So take this. I don't need it. 2nd goal coming up from the 5. Telling you, Coach, I mean, maybe I'm just an old man, but first and goal from the 5, I'm running it 4 times.
Yeah.
Another play action deal, and that's going to be close, yeah.
No,
going to have it down at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
I say that as they almost pass it in.
That was a good tackle and a good stop, but it's still Breathitt Kansas in great shape.
This is
right now.
inches too. Third, less than a yard, half a yard to go. Perry Central running some guys on the field late. Gonna have to hurry. The big men.
Yeah, they're getting the beef in there.
Spot late. They may have burned the timeout.
I think they did.
Yep. We'll take it with them. 35-13. Commodores lead it, but Breathitt County threatening on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Mark your calendars because manufacturing, engineering, and technology influencers Danny and Frank are coming to HCTC on Wednesday, September 25th, 2024 to teach 2 master classes that will be open to the public. Frank Pillar has a massive social media following with over 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube. Daniel Curry lives out his passion for 3D printing, creating 3D printed rocket engines for Relativity Space. Capture this QR code and visit the website for more information and how to register for this public event.
We're back, folks. 35-13, 8:04 to go. Breathitt County threatening.
3rd and a foot.
Here we go. Gibson with it. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Breathitt County scores again. Going to bring the score to 35-19. I'd expect Breathitt to go for 2 here, Coach.
Yeah, and I think we got a player down. I'm trying to see. We got somebody down in the end zone there. Looked like a Bobcat player down in the end zone, and the lights were going off, on and off so much you couldn't tell what was going on, but he's still not up.
Let's see. All right. Going to be up. Mostly, it's going to be up on his own, so good job.
Moving around pretty good. And this situation like this, you're gonna see, guys, fatigue is going to come into play here. You're going to see some guys struggling back to their feet the rest of this ball game because they have given so much effort. Looks like they're going to go for 1, Nate. Not going to go for 2 right now.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. Don't do it now. Do it when you need it. They're going to get the extra point. It's going to be 35-20, and we'll be back. 15-point lead for the Commodores. 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
The Hazard ARH Orthopedic Team offers a full range of services to diagnose, treat, and repair bones, joints, and connective tissue. From non-surgical treatments to surgical options, including total joint replacement. At ARH, our goal is to help you return to a full and active lifestyle or work with you to develop strategies to improve your health. Don't let your bone or joint issues hold you back. Contact the Hazard ARH Orthopedic Team at 606-487-7649 and find out what your treatment options are today. ARH, more for Appalachia.
We're back, folks. 35-20. The Commodores
still
up against the BREATHITT County Bobcats, but the Bobcats will not go away. They are still within striking distance. 2-score game here in the third quarter. But the last couple offensive drives for the Commodores, it's been Caden Gibson busting absolute massive yards. More than 100 yards rushing on those last two plays. Oh, my goodness. Commodores.
That could have been a disaster.
Yeah, they're trying to kick it, squib kick it, but the hands team went up a little high for it, and
that was almost a disaster.
Yeah, Caden Haddix, my brother. Take it down a notch. So here we go, Perry Central out here. Single back set with Combs to the right side.
And here comes Gibson back
into the backfield at the last second. And they're going to toss it to him again. Oh, one gets loose, though. Combs couldn't set the block. And he's going to maybe make it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lose a yard.
It looked like the up back he whiffed on that one.
Yeah, Combs.
And why is the clock stopped? Why is the clock stopped?
I don't know. Definitely didn't run out of bounds. It happens. We go back, two-back set now. It's going to be a pass play down the sideline. Oh, my goodness, caught.
He caught it.
The Commodores.
He caught it, yes, sir. Who we got over there? Is that
Fields.
Fields.
Over the shoulder down the sideline.
Yeah. Sure-handed Derek Fields. Looks like himself again.
Tate Watts coming off the field. The cramps are starting now, Coach.
Yep.
The cramps are beginning. And Gibson and Combs back out here.
And, that was a dandy throw, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Perfectly thrown up and down the sideline. Caught. There we go. Hand off to Combs. And he's going to drag him for a few, but not a lot. But still gets positive yards off of what was not a lot. Second and 8 coming up, 2-yard gain. And once again, this set with Combs to the right of Johnson with Gibson behind him. Second and 8. Snap, going to be a handoff to Gibson. Gibson tries to find a hole. It's not there, but he's going to fall forward for a little bit, bringing up third.
And with Gibson, now, BREATHITT County, I think, realizes we have to get into his legs before he gets going, because if he gets into that second wave of defenders, he's you're going to have a hard time getting to him.
Brings up 3rd and 4, a long 4, short 5. Same situation. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Combs, fullback. Gibson, tailback. There's going to be a pass play. Out of the right side, going to the end zone.
He was open, but he overthrew him, yeah.
And that's going to bring up 4th down. And I imagine they're probably close to field goal range here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You're right at Bo Bacon's range.
Yeah, they're bringing him out. 6:08 on the clock. 35-20 to go here in the third.
And this could be a big, big kick.
Yep. Yeah, this would make it a 3-possession game.
Be kicking it from about the 22-yard line, be a 32.
And it's right in the middle, too. Right in the middle of the hash marks. Kick is up. Oh, it's good, baby.
Right down the shooting. Had plenty to spare.
38-20.
That one would have went through from 47, 48 yards.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back, folks. 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, 38-20. Perry leads it on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
First Trust Bank now has instant issue debit cards. If your debit card is lost or stolen, has a damaged strip or chip, we can replace it quickly and get you back to your busy life in an instant. Nobody can afford to wait 7 to 10 days for a new debit card, and now you don't have to with First Trust Bank's instant issue debit cards. A quick solution to our customers' needs is another reason to look at us first for a bank you can trust. First Trust Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Instant issue subject to customer eligibility requirements.
We're back, folks. 38-20. Perry back up by 3 scores, and that just tells you it's a testament to a lot of high school teams don't have a kicking game at all. They don't have a place kicker they can go to, and
Bo is a weapon.
You know that's a big deal right there because 38-20. If you go for it on 4th down there, don't get it. You know it's. BREATHITT can cut it to a single possession game, but they can't do that even if they score a touchdown here.
You know, I've talked to Bo a lot about really getting serious about being he could be a college kicker because he's really calm. He doesn't let nothing bothers him back there, and he's got a big leg.
And here we go, kicked. BREATHITT going to field it again at the 30, and once again, not make it back to the 40. They're going to be about the 36-37. BREATHITT County fans wanting a late hit, but I think everybody it's just a gang tackle.
Yeah. I think you had players from both sides getting a little extracurricular in there.
Here we go. BREATHITT County.
Coach Dixon, I'm going to remind my players pretty quickly here that you're ahead. You have to keep your composure right now.
I mean, BREATHITT County scored the last, except for when they ran out of time at the end of the second quarter. They've scored the last 3 drives.
Yeah, and looked pretty good doing it.
Yeah. Here we go. It's going to be play action. Oh, caught, bobbled, but he's got it. On his feet, out at the 40, making a miss. There we go, BREATHITT County.
Big guy not going down easy, and a great catch.
BREATHITT County coming live there. That's big Braxton Terry, who was my favorite basketball player from last year.
I'm the same way. I enjoyed watching him play. I didn't know that was him down there.
Yeah,
but now that I know who that is, doesn't surprise me a bit that he made a play like that.
He was my personal favorite Bobcat
I enjoyed watching him play.
And he looks just like he does on the basketball court. Johnson lets it go. Tripped up. That's going to be pass interference. Yep. In the court. Oh, we got a Bobcat down. I think it's a cramp. Commodore. That's what you like to see. The Commodores helping Bobcat stretch out the cramp. And look, Holland took a shot.
Boy, he did.
as he let that go.
He took a shot, and he's back up trying to shake it off and get back at it.
The pass interference is an obvious call, but it looked almost on it like they just got tangled up and he couldn't get loose, you know.
And I'm seeing good stuff out of both these teams right here, right now. They are both. They're competing against each other. They're knocking each other around and really getting after each other. But then after the plays, they're giving each other high fives, and they, you know, you could tell these guys, they know each other, been around each other a lot, and they're just competing. They, you know, you don't see a whole lot of bad attitudes.
We go 1st and 10 inside the 25-yard line. Holland throws, tip drill, and the Commodores look. Caden Gibson was in the vicinity, but could not get a hold of it. That's going to be an incomplete pass. That's dangerous, though.
Yeah, it was
dangerous. Here we go. 5:22 on the clock here in the third quarter. This has been a slow third quarter, Coach.
Yeah, it has.
A lot of action.
It has drug on.
Seen 3 scores already. Breathitt County trying to chip into this lead. Holland drops back. Oh, they're sending the house.
Oh, nice screenplay.
And they're still on their feet inside the 10.
That was a well-executed play there. Breathitt County sold that perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
That screenplay, and there wasn't a Commodore jersey in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, they all got into the backfield.
Yeah.
And look, and when you send some heat on top of it, because they just didn't have 4 guys coming. They had 7 guys with their ears pinned back.
And the quarterback, he was cool under pressure there.
Oh, yeah.
And threw a beautiful pass out there.
Had to be. 1st and goal from the 6. And they are in a heavy set here.
Jet sweep in motion. Outside. I don't think he's going to get. No. He's not going to. The defense really rose to the occasion there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to lose some yards on that.
Yeah. And guess who was in on that play?
Caden
Dixon.
Yeah.
Gibson.
Yeah. Breathitt County did a good job of stringing them out to the left and trying to wait for something to open, but it never happened. And unfortunately, it's going to back them up. But still 2nd and goal. Looks from about the 8 yard line.
Yeah.
Breathitt County taking their time. 10 seconds on the play clock. They're still going to have time. Low snap. Holland's got to run out, roll out, and he's going to throw it away. And the low snap killed him there, Coach.
Yeah, but I think Holland realized that it's better to live and fight for another play.
Yeah. Had a ton of room, but there's not a lot of room. That room closes up quick here within the 10-yard line.
Yeah, when you're down
inside
inside 10 like that, there's not a lot of space. Big play right here.
Yeah.
Big play.
3rd and goal from the 7.
Pressure's on the Commodore defense here, and if they can make a stop here, the pressure will then go back on the Breathitt County offense.
Breathitt County takes the snap. Holland, quick pass out. Touchdown! Complete. Little wide receiver, quick hitter out to the right side.
That was a nice play. Nice play there. Bobcats still got some fight in them.
It's going to be 38-26. It's going to cut it to 12. Here we go. It's going to be
And Nathan, you get a situation like this, now you still got 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. This could be a game of attrition.
Oh, yeah.
The team that is left standing may be the winner.
And here we go. Extra point is up. Oh, that one looks good. 38-27. lead down to 11. We'll be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
First Trust Bank now has instant issue debit cards. If your debit card is lost or stolen, has a damaged strip or chip, we can replace it quickly and get you back to your busy life in an instant. Nobody can afford to wait 7 to 10 days for a new debit card, and now you don't have to with First Trust Bank's instant issue debit cards. A quick solution to our customers' needs is another reason to look at us first for a bank you can trust. First Trust Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Instant issue subject to customer eligibility requirements.
We're back here, folks. Under 4 to play in the third quarter, 38-27. 2-possession game here. Breathitt County just inching away at this lead, Coach.
I know we've said it 2 or 3 times, but now Breathitt's not going away. They are not. These teams are both punching it out. They're not. Neither team's giving an inch, and I'll say it again. The team that doesn't cramp up the worst could pull this one out, because still got 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and guys are already cramping up pretty bad. So it could be for a tough finish.
Here we go, Breathitt County going to kick it, and it goes right to Tate Watts, who they probably didn't want to get it to. And he's out making a miss. 30, 40 up the sideline, taken down just shy of the 50.
Nice return there.
Yeah, they tried to not kick it deep. They didn't roll to it.
Yeah. And he looks to be struggling a little bit. I think his legs are really abandoning him right now.
Ball on the Perry Central 47. PA said 42, but I think this is 47.
Yeah.
It's 47. Single back set. Not seen this much tonight. Going to be a handoff to Big Combs, and he's just going to run right at him, keep the feet moving. They can't take him down. They're finally just going to blow it down.
He
6 yards at least.
Kind of puts you in mind of his predecessor there. He gave us a little bit of Seth Jackson there, spinning and rumbling and just bouncing off people.
Yeah, just keeps the feet moving. And Combs looks like he's hobbling a little bit, Coach.
Yeah.
Look, once you, I'm sure all these guys have cramped up here and there, but once you cramp up once, you walk a little funny for a while. You know, it's you favor it.
Yeah, you're going to do it again.
Think they're going to call a water break, maybe?
I don't think. Well,
no. I think the ref just asked for some water.
May have, yeah. Yeah. Because those guys, you know, they got to be overheating a little bit out there. And some of them aren't that young.
Not at all. Not at all. Coach Dixon all the way out here getting some explanations on things. I think half the time they just want to know. They just want to know they're paying attention.
Yeah.
Just let them know, hey, what about this 3 plays ago, you know?
Sometimes a situation like this, teams start to use, and I don't think Breathitt County's doing that at this point, but I've seen teams, they'll start to use cramping up as a good way to stop the clock for a minute.
Oh, it happens. Gibson's going to run out to the slot receiver spot. They're going to throw it out to Derek Fields, and he's going to take off and get the first down. Not much more after that, but Fields, once again, showing he's a sure-handed vet out there.
Derek does what Derek does.
If you see him walking down the hallway at the school, he's very unassuming.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know that he's...
Yeah,
he's the man, baby.
When he made that comment to me yesterday, I mean, he was deadly serious.
Here we go. Pistol set, one back, to the side, one behind, and looks like pressure coming from the left side as the hard count doesn't get anybody to jump. 2:45 on the clock. Will be handed off to Gibson. Oh, and he's clotheslined. Goes down early.
Yeah. And that's going to happen to him occasionally.
Looking like some
you see
1990s pro wrestling out there.
You saw him pop right back up there, though. He's tough cat.
They're going to give him a yard or two there.
Yeah.
I guess the Perry Central line got a decent little push.
Play clock's not started. But I think the
referee is in the
is
back here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The other one, yeah.
So here we go. Perry Central going to throw it out to Fields, and Fields going to go down behind the line. Yeah. Makes one miss, but nobody else blocked for him.
Yeah, went to the well too often there.
Yeah. And now Perry Central, look, you got to get some yards here. Because
if you
went
stay
backwards.
behind the sticks, you're going to have to punt.
Yeah. .130 on the game clock here in the third. Commodores going to roll out to the left. Downfield, they got a man open. And he's complete. First down inside the 30,
and boy,
inside the 25.
Johnson got popped on the throw and bounced right back up and was ready to go.
These quarterbacks are showing me a lot here today.
They sure are. He got drilled on that play and just bounced straight back up and was ready to go.
1:10 on the clock. First and 10, Commodores. Ball on the 23. Single back set in the shotgun. Going to be handed off to Combs. Had a hole, but it closed pretty quick there, Coach.
Yeah, he just couldn't get through.
They're going to fall for a few, about 2 yards. Second and 8 coming up.
Probably going to get 2 more plays in this quarter. This one and one more maybe. May not get another one. This may be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Commodores with the ball, 4 wide receivers. Be handed off to Combs again, and he's just going to lunge for as many as he can, but there's not a lot there, but going to fight for everything he gets.
And that's going to be the end of the quarter.
Third and manageable coming up. Perry leads at 38-27. About 3rd and 4 coming up next. We'll take a break. Back in a minute on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
You been in a car wreck, ain't ya? Yeah? Gonna call our mom and dad now, ain't ya? Yeah? They'll get you money, yeah?
You two cut that out. If you've been injured in a car wreck, call the Mullins Law Firm at 436-HURT. That's 436-HURT, or visit us at 264 East Main Street in Hazard. This is an advertisement.
Yeah?
Nothing goes along with sports better than pizza, and nobody does pizza like Papa John's. Right now, you can dig into a delicious large Papa John's pizza with up to 5 toppings, or a Papa John's specialty pizza for just $14. Just mention the code 14ANY. That's 14ANY when you place your online or call-in order. $14 for a large 5-topping or specialty pizza. Delivery available at your local Papa John's in Hazard, Pikeville, or Paintsville.
38-27, Perry up by 11 with a 3rd down and about 4 coming up. The Commodores will, this is a situation where they can also, they're in field goal range again.
Yeah, you could bring Bo in, or you could, if you get in 2-down territory here, you're there already, but if you get down there 4th and short.
4th and 1,
you may consider doing that, because then it puts, if you don't come away with points, you're still leaving BREATHITT with a long, long field.
Here we go. Big play coming up. 11-point lead. Trying to add to it. Going to be a toss to Gibson. Gibson.
Oh, man, he was trying to get there.
He's
Looked like a
not
flag.
going to get there, and a flag comes in late. We'll see. If I had to take a guess, it looked thrown in the area of holding.
Agree.
But you never know. Combs signaled face mask. Commodore's moving back.
It looks like our officials would
talking
give
it over.
a signal.
They're talking it over. Okay. They've not given us a signal all night, Coach. They're just going to back it up. I'm going to assume holding. But they did not signal anything. They just called it on the field and walked it back. So, but it's going to be third and about 15.
That's not doing a good job.
Commodore, see what they can do here. Going to be play action. Johnson goes deep. End zone. Touchdown, Derek Fields.
And let me tell you, Mr. Johnson threw a dart.
I mean, a rope right to the bread basket.
He just cut loose at about the 40, close to the 40-yard line anyway. They're actually about the 30. But he just cut loose and threw a dart.
Hey, it's been a coming out party for the Commodores, several Commodores tonight. We knew Derek Fields was legit, but this is maybe his best game, you know. Yeah. Maybe his best game when it comes to deep ball situations. Caden Gibson, the Johnson at quarterback. You know, this is it's a big time night for some Commodores, and then Bo Bacon adds to it. It's going to be 45-27. We'll be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales is located on the Combs Road in the former 84 Lumber Building. Come and see their huge selection of mobile home parts, including doors, windows, roofing, guttering, and lots more. Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales, a family-owned business serving Southeast Kentucky for many years. Come say hi or call their friendly, knowledgeable staff at 435-7639. That's 435-7639. Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales on the Combs Road in Hazard.
At TVS, we've been working hard preparing for the future. Well, the future is now. TVS offers digital cable, digital phone service, high-speed internet, and a fiber optic infrastructure. We're a local company putting money back into our local economy while supporting our local schools and organizations. What about those other guys? You know, those big out-of-town companies. What have they done for you lately? Mountain people serving mountain people. TVS, 606-439-3167.
45-27, Commodores backed up after the hold, but the young man Johnson at quarterback just hits Derek Fields. I mean, great throw, great catch. I think, but emphasis on the throw because it was perfect. It was right where it had to be.
Oh, it was a perfect throw. And the Commodores, when they got out to a lead like this last time, they got a little complacent and started to celebrate a little bit, and you got to hope they don't do that.
Another pooch kick. This one going to be brought out past the 40, about the 42-yard line. So good spot for the Bobcats to try to chip back into this lead. But
and I'm going to say again, the Bobcats are not quitting. They're not
quitting. But what kills them on that one, though, is it was such a long, grueling drive to end in points.
Yeah, and they lost the final battle there, and that's tough to overcome.
It's one thing when they bust a big play and then you come back out there, but and a lot of players playing both ways, and you have to get in the trenches for the whole drive.
Human nature tells you you're going to get a little discouraged by that.
Here we go, Breathitt County split backs. Play action thrown, upended, but caught. the freshman back, going to catch it, Eli Combs, and said they're going to give him about 6 yards. 2nd 4 coming up. 2nd 3 coming up, 7 yards.
That Rice over there on the play again. He's been in on a couple plays. He's freshman, I think. Playing a lot of those young guys. They're growing up.
Here we go. Handoff coming right to left. Gets through. Gibson going to have the first down, I believe. So first down, BREATHITT across the 50. But they trail, Coach, by 18.
Looks like they got a couple of their big guys, a couple of linemen hobbling a little bit there.
So they need three.
This kind of heat, it gets two players.
They need 3 drives unanswered.
Why is the clock stopped again?
To reset the chains. Here we go. BREATHITT County with the ball. 1st and 10 on the Commodore side.
Again.
Over the middle. That one skips incomplete. Tate Watts on the coverage, but good, decent little shot there, but just not couldn't connect, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Stops the clock. But as I was saying, this is a 3-score game, so BREATHITT needs 3 drives unanswered.
Right. And that's
to
not
win
easy.
This game. It's going to be tough.
That's not easy
it's going to be
when
tough.
you've been out on that field as long as they have in this heat.
But everybody's tired, though. You know, those Commodores, you see a lot of hands on the hips right now. It's gut check time. Thrown out and wrapped up. Minimal gain. Combs on the reception out on the near side here. They swing it out to him, but he just couldn't make anybody miss.
Yeah, they were
3rd and 10,
staying in position and making plays there. That's good football.
Well, looks like 3rd and 9 to me. Where the ball's spotted. So here we go. Holland drops
he's
back.
Got some room to run.
And he's going to take off and slide. And Commodores hold up this time. They do not. They do not touch him.
Better judgment there.
He's about 4 or 5 yards short though when he started to slide.
Yeah.
He might have got the honey bowl spot, I think. But, okay, they back it up.
Yeah.
This is 4th down though, and they know that they can't afford to hand it back over to the Commodores.
Right. Yeah. They got to go for it here.
Perry doesn't even need points. They need time. You know, they just want to hand it off to Combs and Gibson.
The clock is their best friend now.
And let him go. 9:25 on the clock. 4th down. Big play here for the Bobcats. Throw knocked down by Landon Sullivan at the line of scrimmage.
Sully doing work.
Turnover on downs. And what a play.
That one meant a lot. Making that stop has to take a little wind out of the Bobcats' sails. And I say wind out of the sails on Jimmy Buffett Day in the state of Florida. A year ago today, we lost the lead Parrot Head, and Margaritaville still mourns. But they are naming A1A the Jimmy Buffett Highway today.
And
appropriately.
Cool. If you guys don't know, Coach Napier is a Jimmy Buffett guy.
I am a 30-year Parrot Head.
Time out on the field. Bobcats take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a minute. 45-27 Commodores with 9:19 to go in the game. We'll be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Are you looking for personalized health care that's efficient and close to home? Primary Care Center is now your destination for comprehensive health care in the center of your community. With a team of experienced and caring local providers, we offer a range of services. We have locations in Hazard, Hyden, Hindman, Pico, and now our new Whitesburg location. Stop by today and walk-ins are welcome. That's Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky.
They are the electric motor headquarters, Maggard Electric, Southeast Kentucky's #1 to repair or replace your small electric motors. Maggard Electric is ESA approved. They can replace air compressor motors, swimming pool pumps, heating and cooling motors, motors for heat pumps, air conditioners, and so much more. Over 300 electric motors in stock, and if they don't have it, they can get it. Maggard Electric, still strong, still serving Southeast Kentucky. Located 6 miles north of Hazard on Highway 15. Open 7:30 till 4, Monday through Friday. 436-6886.
We're back, folks. 9:19 to go here. Perry Central with the ball. And a long drive with points would ice this one, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. These are two exhausted football teams. They have given great effort.
Hand it off to Combs. Oh, he busts through the line, gets the first down.
Little gas lift in the slingshots tank there, looks like.
Oh, he
found a burst.
Tosses the ball to the ref and then flexes to his adoring fans.
Found a little burst.
And that can be all you need in moments like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm notorious for that on the basketball court, Coach.
I've seen you hit a three or
I take off 3 or 4 plays in a row, and then I got them right where I want them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I've seen you flex a little on that too.
I don't think you've seen me flex. I don't think anybody's seen me flex. Here we go. Hand off to Slingshot again. He's hit this time. No dice.
Yeah.
I think the linemen decided they were going to take a little. A little gust.
They got a burst that time.
Short game, maybe a yard.
And Commodores are going to use. They're going to use clock and should. I mean that's.
Bring up second down.
Second and 9 coming up as they're going to give him a 1-yard gain there. And none of the clocks are rolling. Well, the game clock's going, but I guess the ones on the field, they're only showing.
I don't understand.
Only the Breathitt County players can see the one. Okay, they got that one going now. Hand off to Colin Combs. Up the sideline, run out of bounds. But he is the man tonight, Coach. He's not been the flashiest one out there getting all the touchdowns, but he's been the motor.
He gets the tough yards. Must have run him out back here at about the
3rd and 4
38
coming
and
up.
a half.
3rd and 4 for the Commodores. And no surprise this here. This is going to go straight to Mr. Combs. No. It's going to be quarterback on the keeper.
Johnson on smart play.
Here. And he does not slide, Coach.
No,
he decides to stick his head in
there, right,
and go for it. And that's going to be a first down where they've got it marked. And the clock will start. And we're seeing a few of the Breathitt fans start filing out, Coach.
And they are going towards air conditioning. And I don't blame them.
Or the Honey Festival. Combs cuts through, gets into the second level. Another first down for Colin Combs. This time he's going to nonchalantly hand the ball. Well, he can't find an official, so he just lays it down.
He spotted it for him.
Yeah. And he's going to take his helmet off. He's going to have to come off the field. I think he needs a breather, the young man.
Yeah.
Here comes Jackson Deaton. Under 7 to play now, 45-27 Commodores. So it's going to be Gibson in the backfield with Deaton as the fullback. Johnson handing the ball off here. Ain't not going to see a lot of passes here. Going to be a toss to Gibson, and he's going to get the first. No, they're going to mark him short. Let's say he touched out of bounds. And I know he's wanting to get to the outside, but he and Combs both, they got to know, hey, don't go out. Don't go out. You know what I mean? They're going to try to get you go. I mean, you
at all costs stay in bounds.
You know, even you get 2nd and 4, if it's 2nd and 5 and you go down a yard earlier, I think it's worth it just to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, you want to eat another minute off that clock.
And Commodores have it 2nd and 4. Hand it off to Bryson Johnson. He's going to be near the first down marker.
Bryson, another freshman, another tough little customer.
And Commodores 3rd and about a half a yard to go.
Yeah.
6:06 on the clock. 45-27. You know, Combs. It's going to be Johnson running with it. Oh, and he's going to be close. They're going to say he's short, I think. I think got a little too fancy there, Coach.
May have. Let's see what we got here. You want to measure?
BREATHITT's going to. Okay.
He may have got that. Going to be very close.
It looks to me like the chain is right on the 40 and the nose of the ball is right behind it.
Yeah, if that's the case, he didn't get it.
We'll see. You never know what happens once they walk those chains out, Coach.
I know. It can look good and look good and look good and not be there. Wasn't there. Little short. Yeah, very little. We're looking here on the camera. It's very close.
Going to move it out to the hash and measure again, Coach.
I think it's the same distance.
Okay, yeah. Or maybe they were just doing that to get it spotted right. If I'm Coach Dixon, there's no way I'm bringing Bo Bacon out for this one.
I don't think so either.
I'm handing it off to Combs.
Even if you don't get it, you leave them with that long field again, you know, and that matters as much right now as anything.
Oh, and they got the subs in. That is Parker Maggard out there. Either that or Peyton Manning wearing number 18.
I think Parker is in. Parker's got a big future too. He's going to be a good football player.
Combs always got the first down. Yep. 5:18 now on the clock. Or I wonder if Johnson, maybe when Johnson went, dove down, he might have come off the field for a play.
I think he was. I think he was starting to cramp up just a little bit too.
Here we go. I'll hand off to Combs.
He's in.
Touchdown, Commodores. They keep pouring it on. They break the 50 spot. 51-27 the score right now.
And I think that may have been the nail.
Yeah, this would be BREATHITT would have to score 4 unanswered possessions in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it would take a otherworldly comeback, and again in this heat with the fatigue of both teams, I don't think either team could do it.
Up and in. 52-27, 25-point lead.
All Bo Bacon does is score. He just scored.
That's what I'm talking about, folks. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. Perry Big on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
With the Perry County Public Library card, you can check out books, movies, magazines, ebooks, as well as use their online databases that allow you to take online classes, repair your auto, or research your family history. Visit the library at 289 Black Gold Boulevard, Hazard, Kentucky. Call them at 606-436-2475 or visit their website, perrycountylibrary.org, for more information. The Perry County Public Library, your source for information, education, and entertainment.
We're back, folks, 52-27, and Perry Central went up early 21-0. Breathitt County clawed their way back into this. Did not go away, but it looks like the Commodores are going to kind of salt this one away with a late surge at the end.
Yeah, Breathitt County never could put stops together against Perry Central. Perry Central's offense looked 100 times better this week. They look like a different team. They blocked better. They won the line of scrimmage, and then they popped Caden Gibson into the right spot at the right time to really start his career out in an unbelievable fashion.
Okay. They had a shot on this squib kick. They get it past the 50, but that's about it.
I think somebody got a shot in on Caden Gibson there at the end of the play, and when he got up, they were still jawing back and forth, and he just pointed to the scoreboard.
Got a Gibson slow to get off the field, but these kids are giving it all tonight, Coach.
This is two tired groups of boys that are going to be going to the locker room.
Here we go, hand it off. It'll be a nice little run there, but not going to get the first.
Perry Central just wants that clock to run now.
Here we go. 2nd and 2.
Oh, end around and plenty of room to run.
Oh, here we go. On his feet. Touchdown, Bobcats. Eli does it again, the freshman.
Quarterback did a good job concealing the ball, too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know where it was at. I didn't know where it was at. I didn't know where it was at. 52-33 will be your score here. And then the extra point going to be on the way next. And Breathitt County basically has to just onside kick it every time.
Right, yeah.
If they're out there trying to, a lot of teams will just try to get some sets in, get some kids in that don't normally get to play. But, I mean, I've seen crazier things happen. 2-point conversion in there. 52-35. That's
tough run. He fought hard for that one, too.
It's going to cut the lead to 17. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
How about a cellular plan with no credit check, no contracts, and most features are postpaid? Then visit Appalachian Wireless today, where your connections matter the most, and jump on Forward Pay. Take advantage of $75 off Forward Pay devices. Plans as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. At 10 gig of data for only $39.99. Or go unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down. Forward Pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We're back, folks. 52-35. Breathitt answers quick. And we'll see what the call is here for the Bobcats. They're talking it over a long time for a kickoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're trying to get they're trying to come up with a way to get this football naturally.
And if I'm Perry Central, if they're kicking onside, you got to bring the starters out and end it. You know what I mean? You got to make sure business gets handled. But we've yet to see what happens.
Kickoff for the Pregame Bobcats will be number 36, Braxton Terry.
The big man, Braxton Terry, with the kick coming up.
Now he is he's fun to watch anything he plays. I'm like you, Nathan. I enjoy watching that young fella go.
And it's going to be the onside kick. Oh, Perry picks it up. They're going the other way with it. 20. Tackled inside the 15. Oh, my goodness.
And that was a heady play by number 14 there. And if I can find him on this roster, Caleb Combs. That was a heady play. It just bounced up just right. Everybody was going for it, and he just caught it and nothing but yard stripes.
And see, a lot of folks don't understand. The kicking team has to wait 10 yards. The receiving team does not.
No,
you can just go in there and get it.
Yeah. And that ball hadn't made it to 10 yards, and he said, I'll go ahead here.
We got this. We got this.
That was a heads-up play.
And Commodores, they can't. BREATHITT has burned.
They got one timeout.
They got two. They've used 2 timeouts, so they can stop it once. Perry can get 1 first down without scoring. They can run most all of this clock out.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for them, they're at the 15. They can't run it all out. We hand off to Combs. He's going to be inside the 10. Man, I'm telling you, he has been the clock killer tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and
he has been the clock killer.
You know, I'll tell you, tonight he has run like he means it.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't have to snap this until almost the 3-minute mark, about 3:15 or so.
Yeah. And you are looking at 2 exhausted teams.
Oh, this has been, I'm exhausted just sitting up here in the press box. They're playing a football game. It'll be tossed out to Gibson. Gibson finds a hole, and he's going to go down inbounds, I believe. Oh, we got a flag late.
I don't know what in the world that was about, but the white hat called it from 40 yards away.
I don't know. Either way, but if you're I said Perry can't run the clock out, but hey, if they keep if you keep giving them second down over and over again, that could very well be the case. But it's going to be 2nd and 14. 3:12 and the clock will start. And I would run all 40 seconds. They got 25 seconds.
Yeah,
I'd run it all out.
Yeah, I would.
And they do not look like they are in a hurry.
I would definitely use that play clock.
10 seconds on the play clock, and they get down into the stance. Combs going to take the snap. He's going to cut it outside, and he's going to get swallowed up. So it's going to be 3rd and long. I thought they blew him dead, but the clock is stopped.
I don't know why.
No, it's running again. 2:30 on the clock, and they've got 30 seconds. They may, at this point, they may just run another running play.
I don't think they're looking for points.
Maybe you could just kick one with Bo Bacon, but, they're just trying to find a way to end this game right now. you know. Timeout. They're going to call a timeout to burn every last second of the play clock. It's going to be third down. We'll keep it here. 1:56, under 2 minutes to go now. And they got about 16 yards to go, looks like.
I tell you, Mike and Nathan, you guys have shown some mental toughness tonight. The heat don't bother a young guy like me, the way it might you older folks. But
I got you.
But you guys have shown some mental toughness, I tell you.
I've got the least hair, but you guys have the most gray hair.
My hair's highlighted.
Been highlighted naturally at Myrtle Beach. while
that's exactly
Jimmy
right.
Buffett plays on the Sony Walkman.
Absolutely.
And here we go. Commodore's going to come out here, and clock won't start till they snap. Game clock won't start till they snap it, so we'll see what the deal is here. But Johnson is in the shotgun, Combs beside him.
And you definitely won't try not to come out here with anybody getting hurt.
Going to be a handoff to Gibson. Gibson going to be swallowed up, and he might have went out of bounds. No, they're going to say inbounds.
They're keeping it cranking.
So 1:40 on the clock, 30 seconds on the. They can snap it at about 1 minute. And this one is all over but the crying, Coach.
Yes. Been a good football game. I mean, it's been entertaining, and we knew it would be. With these two teams, it always is. They're getting after each other.
Yeah.
But again, I got to compliment both teams, and the sportsmanship has been outstanding. They've really delivered some blows to each other, but they've played well within the rules.
Hand it off to Combs. Combs going to get a few yards. They're going to hand it over to the Bobcats with a minute on the clock. So here we go. A lot of players we could pick to be the player of the game, but, I'm thinking young Caden Gibson may.
I tell you what, it'd be hard not to go with him. He changed the game. Colin Combs did what he does, and he put in a lot of work as well tonight. But now, Caden Gibson, he was probably the game changer with those long runs and
dynamic. And Breathitt County throws it out to the wide receiver in the flat, but he has to fall on top of it. Clock going to continue to tick as they lose some yards there. There we go, 30 seconds. Breathitt County halfback draw wrapped up. Gets past the original line of scrimmage, 20 seconds. And I think that's going to do it here from Jackson. Breathitt County can run another play if they want to.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it. 52-35, your final score. The Commodores
in the Honey Bowl
hang 50 on the Bobcats and are your Honey Bowl champions. We're going to go ahead and take a break, come back, shut this one down, get you some scores from across the mountains, and call it for a week. Perry Central wins it big here on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
If your pipes are broke, your hot water's a joke, who you gonna call? And your drains won't drain, driving you insane. Who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
Fazoli's fan-favorite pizza baked spaghetti is back and better than ever. Spaghetti noodles smothered in their zesty pizza bake sauce, loaded with mozzarella and pepperonis, then baked to sizzling, bubbly perfection. This delicious pasta is served with their signature hot, fresh, unlimited breadsticks, all for the price of just $5.99. Order through the Fazoli's app or online at Fazoli's.com. Get this fan-favorite pizza baked spaghetti today only at Fazoli's, where life is better with breadsticks. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dine-in only. Tax not included. Fazoli and logo are federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC. Don't spend another minute suffering from pain. Let the staff at Fugit Family Chiropractic provide you with the leading-edge technology and proven techniques for optimum pain relief and minimal recovery time. If you suffer from chronic neck or lower back pain, headaches, herniated or bulging discs, or even degenerative disc disease, let our highly knowledgeable and experienced team help you. Fugit Family Chiropractic in Hazard and Whitesburg. No referral needed, and walk-ins are welcome.
For nearly 60 years, LKLP Community Action has been helping improve the lives of those in need throughout our communities. With programs and services that assist people of all ages, LKLP works to empower people, improve quality of life, and combat poverty. From transportation, education, and workforce support to assistance with family advocacy, home energy, safety, and more, LKLP is your go-to community partner. Find your county outreach office at www.lklp.org.
And we're back, folks, shutting things down here. The Commodores win at 52-35, your Honey Bowl champions. And you had mentioned before the game that this one might have felt might have got kind of chippy, but these guys, great sportsmen all around.
I know, and that means a lot. The kids, they fought hard with each other, went after it, and kept on going after it. But almost after every play, you'd see guys. The guys in the blue picking a guy in the white up, and they were just they were playing a game, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and this marks it's been more than 20 years from the last time BREATHITT beat Perry Central, and that's kind of odd because just the culture of these programs, it always feels like BREATHITT is the football school. Perry is the basketball school.
Yeah.
But this is the 11th game in a row. The last time BREATHITT County beat Perry Central was August 29, 2003. Gas was $1.50 a gallon, Coach. And we were getting mad that it was getting close to $2. $1.50 a gallon. The number one song was Crazy in Love by Beyonce featuring Jay-Z. So this was look, it was a timeless
go back away.
It was a timeless song, though. You know what I mean? Timeless song. My wife and sister are big fans of that type of music. Anything they can shake their butt to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm more of the country guy in my old age. You listen to any of this Zach Top guy that's out, new guy kind of blowing up?
No, I haven't.
Give him a shot. It's like the 90s is back.
I like old country.
But getting some updates to you guys. Hazard was finishing the job up on Harlan County. Leslie County came roaring back to take down Floyd Central. Landry Collett, the quarterback, 5 rushing touchdowns in the second half, or maybe for the whole game. Trying to keep up with that as we go around. But, man, big nights. I thought that they were going to mess up my pick for the week. I thought that they were going to mess it up, that Leslie County was going to get me wrong twice in a row, but nope.
They came through for you.
I never doubted them for a second. Pick this one for the Commodores, too. Catch Nate's Picks next Friday on all 4 of our stations, and we'll be back next week. Actually, you and I won't be back next week, right? Isn't that the case? We're both out of town?
I think I'm going to be available.
Okay, Randy will be available. Yeah. I will not. I'll listen to some Jimmy Buffett for you. I'm going to a water park resort up in Ohio. So taking the kids and family up there next week. So
that'll be a good trip. Enjoy, my friends.
Should be fun. But hey, I'm not going to miss it too much. You know what I mean? But it's hard to beat relaxing with the family in the lazy river. You know what I mean?
You got to do that.
Hard to beat it.
Those are important times.
Let the guns hang out. Let them. Let them see it.
Those are
have some
important
fun.
times, too.
But Going to miss the home opener next week, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Commodores have Lawrence County.
Lawrence County coming in, yeah.
So Lawrence County, they were in a battle earlier tonight. Make sure to scan the internet to find the score there. But either way it goes, Caden Gibson here, player of the game. But Derek Fields, Colin Combs, and Johnson had great games.
Right, yeah,
and I think Breathitt County, the Honey Bowl folks, going to give it to Johnson. Which, hey, give it to the Breathitt County guy here, the Honey Bowl MVP.
I'll tell you what, he cut loose with some throws tonight. He did a good job, showed some toughness. Perry Central, this was a big bounce back game for them. They looked pretty impressive tonight against a solid Breathitt County team. They went out there and had to fight for it, and that's what you want to see out of your team. You want them to bounce back after what was not a very good effort last week.
No, and Breathitt falls to 0-2. They'll look to right the ship next week, and we'll have all the action for you. I mean, keep looking on the WSGS Facebook page. Make sure you know what station each game is on. But we'll have Hazard, Leslie, Perry all next week, and I'll be back in a couple weeks. But have fun without me.
All right, buddy.
We'll see you guys next time on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Sounds great.